during the break, and our boy here, Bart, gets to the bottom of it. What's the story, Bart?
So excited.
I am.
That's awesome.
So, Carl's Jr. is the elder company. It was founded on the back end of a Carl's
On the back of a pickup.
a Carl's drive-in restaurant. That's why this is Carl's Jr.
Ah, well, that explains everything.
Yeah.
And
It's like the son of the drive-through restaurant.
yeah, and so Carl's Jr. started. That was on the West Coast in California, and then Hardee's opened on the East Coast. In 1997, Carl's acquired Hardee's for a paltry $327 million. And there is a dividing line
Well, why is there a Carl's Jr. in Tulsa?
because Oklahoma is Carl's country.
That's what everybody wants to know.
Oklahoma's Carl's country. The dividing line is more of a diagonal across the United States. Montana, Wyoming, the Dakotas, Kansas, down to Arkansas, Louisiana. That's Hardee's country, and east is Hardee's country.
Okay.
West of that is Carl's Jr. territory.
I'm not the only one who's wondered.
The Chuck and Bo Show on demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Catch up on all 3 hours with the podcast version on Spotify and Apple. Just search for The Chuck and Bo Show.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
I want to see the Hawks. I want to see the Hawks kick everybody's ass. I want those days back. We're the outsiders. We've always been the outsiders. We don't belong there. And then we're winning 8-9 games. We're on the SEC championship game. I want to get back to that, guys. Let's go kick some ass.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
You're just talking. You're just talking.
I'm ready to roll right now, Bo.
Cheats, steals.
It's a real talk show host.
Live from the Warfield Distillery Studios, Idaho's most awarded distillery.
Let it out.
Let it out.
Let it rip.
Let it go.
If you're a Hawk fan, be a Hawk fan.
Hey, Bo, you're wrong.
Come in at your own risk. Nobody's safe in here.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
When we spoke last, Bart had figured out the records of every team in the Southeastern Conference. But, of course, we ran out of time. And evidently the strain of putting that all together inside a 3-hour period or maybe some bad lettuce has left him grounded today. And Bart is ill.
I don't know what's
Bart,
going on.
I don't know what's going on either.
He texted me. He didn't text the group.
No, he didn't text everybody. He just texted you.
Yes.
Said I'm down.
Sounded like you had a hard time putting the text together, too.
Really? Yeah.
It seemed like
yeah.
I guess you can't hear it. Like one eye open.
There was some misspelled.
Been up all night,
Wasn't grammatically correct.
I wonder if he'd mind if I read it to you.
Bart's had a few rough weeks, man.
That sort of piles up on you.
Is it his lifestyle?
Maybe he
is it
reached
his lifestyle?
breaking point.
It might be
The hard and fast lifestyle. Is it finally catching up with him?
Yeah.
Man, running behind this morning. Woke up sick in the middle of the night, and I've been up since trying to rally, but not quite there yet.
Okay.
That was at 5:17.
Okay. Yeah,
That's pretty late into the morning.
he's
Man.
getting
And then in true Bart form,
not gonna make it.
going to send notes shortly, just in case.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Yes.
He knew what was going to happen.
Yes.
He left us a glimmer of hope,
He did.
but then kind of.
But he also
Changed direction
prepared
there
us
at
for
the
the
end.
blow.
Yeah.
That there's there. Hey, look, I'm just gonna warn you. There's a possibility that I might not be there.
There's a better than good chance I won't be there.
Yeah. Trying to rally generally means I can't make it.
Yeah.
You know.
Bart gets sick a lot. I feel bad for him.
Here we go.
No,
I'm telling you, it's the hard and fast lifestyle. It's finally catching up
he
with
needs some medical help.
Well,
He's approaching 40. You can't burn it at both ends anymore.
That's
I
true.
mean, you can't live like that forever.
I don't know if my days are running together now. I don't know if this was yesterday. It might have been yesterday or the day before. And he's like, my AC's out again.
that was yesterday.
We're in
That
here
was
in the
yesterday.
afternoon, and he said, I got. So he's meeting somebody.
That was the first thing he said to me yesterday morning.
Really?
Yes.
So
I didn't know it. He went through the show
kept that from
yesterday with the knowledge that his AC was going
Yeah.
out again.
Yeah.
Was it
Wow.
all the grass in there for the long guy?
Do you think he's nauseated from the heat? I mean, you
might
think he's having a heat
He's
stroke?
standing out there arguing with people,
Oh,
getting his
that's
AC
awesome.
fixed. I don't know.
Man,
He needs a cold rag.
haggling
man.
over price.
I've never, I don't know what to say to someone. I don't know what to say to someone when you've been basically off for 2 weeks, and they come in and they, man, I need a vacation from all the
I
stuff
know he had all that stuff
happened
going on.
while we
It's
were
a
on
good thing we weren't working.
vacation. I'd be sick too.
Yeah. I think I'm just going to take a sick day.
I mean, as much as
Sounds like intern Jackson
you know, and
last
he's
year.
he's right.
Oh, wow.
Holy cow.
Oh, wow. Just go low.
Thanks, Edward.
I just got back from San Francisco.
How
I was
is-
sick.
How is
Bart's
Jackson?
getting dressed right now. That did it right
I
there.
think he
Bart's
might-
on his way.
I still have him on Facebook. I think he launched some kind of apparel company with a buddy.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good.
That's a guy who lives a hard and fast
that's
lifestyle.
That's a success story.
I would have to go look.
Jackson
more
may
into
end
it.
up with more than all of us
Oh, yeah.
before it's all said.
no,
and done.
he-
He's probably already
I was
got
gonna
more
say,
than all of us.
he figured
but
that out. He figured that out.
Jackson's going to be fine.
He figured that out quickly.
Yeah, he's
Hey,
gonna
what
be
am I doing
okay.
in here with these guys?
These guys are
What-
losers.
Yeah. What these guys? What am I going to learn in
They
here?
told me not to hang around people like this.
We sent
So,
him down there to the hog pen. We started everything off with a bang.
It
and
was
then
our fault.
He went on vacation and he realized, there's
there's
plenty
more
to
out
life.
There's a lot more to do
There's
than
more
that.
to do. You know, we run into a fair amount
Oh
of
no,
those
he
people.
started a running company. Running company. Buffalo River Running Company.
Is he like running?
Not
for,
a sponsor.
Is it? Is he running for people, or is it? Are
I
they
don't
running
No.
like a running club?
He's one of those
We
guys
should
that's
have
going
him
to go
on.
through phases. He'll be a runner for a while, then he'll be into bicycling. He'll have the best bicycle equipment money can buy.
Careful now.
And then he'll be
You're reminding me of myself.
Well,
Community
no,
and
I'm just
apparel.
saying he'll go through
Golf.
phases. He'll go through phases, and but I like Jackson. I liked Jackson. I still like
he was a
Jackson.
nice kid.
He's a good kid. He just hadn't figured out what he wants to
Well,
do.
yeah, he's figuring it out now.
I guess
but
so.
he figured out he didn't need to be here.
He's got options.
He figured
He's
out
got
that.
more options than we have.
There are a fair amount of people that'll come along and be like, I'd really like to come in and shadow you guys. Man, could I just come be there in the mornings? Yeah. And by 2 or 3 days, you're like, I don't think that was good. That was good. I don't
you
need
start
to do,
coming in at 8.
do that anymore. There's really not much going on in here. We're just having a cup of coffee, and talking about Ryan Silverfield.
I know.
In media days.
Tampa. I mean, it's so far away. They had to go the night before.
Coach is going to join us in 23 minutes.
We'll
talk to him at 6:30.
It's already, after the 7 o'clock hour in Tampa.
Absolutely.
They're up and rolling down there.
Oh, hey, Arkansas is today.
It's it.
It's their
This
day.
Is, it.
It's-
Is this the last day?
I guess it is.
Does the poll come out today?
I get
The big poll?
I think that'll come out tomorrow morning. Maybe it does come out
The
today.
all
I
teams.
can't
We have all the all teams. The 40.
The preseason teams.
The 32
where the
players.
SEC, the selected order of finish, or the predicted order of
Okay.
finish.
And then you have the all-conference team.
Yeah,
You have
yeah,
like
yeah.
32 players on the first
Yeah.
team, and then 47 on the second team, and then they have a third team, and before you know it, everybody in the conference is on some team.
Everybody will be talking about Lane Kiffin today.
Yeah, he's there today too.
That's the headline of today. LSU and Lane Kiffin.
It'll be a little bit circus-like.
You think LSU makes the playoff this year?
Ooh, I don't know. I think they'll be knocking on the door. What if it comes down to that game? What if it comes down to that last game?
Arkansas, at Arkansas, LSU and Arkansas.
They're playing for the
telling
playoff,
you.
and we're trying to ruin their party.
The way their season ends is that's a deal, man. I mean, having to play Alabama and Texas back to back, even though you get them at home in Baton Rouge, that's going to be a lot of emotion. A lot goes into those two games, and then you're at Tennessee and at Arkansas. That's how they finish. And we talked about it a little bit yesterday, but that's a wild finish for them. Arkansas finishes with Missouri, Auburn, South Carolina, Texas, LSU. So this Razorback program has quite a finish too. Texas
Yeah.
and LSU. One game's on the road, and the LSU game's here.
I'm looking at some of these other last 3 or 4 games.
Yeah.
There's some teams that have it tough. Oklahoma's got a pretty tough little stretch right there, and some of the others do too. But, man, we do have a rough stretch those last 2 or 3 weeks.
Well, isn't Arkansas the number 1 most difficult schedule in the country?
I think so.
I thought I saw that over
It's
the
in
summer.
the top 1 or 2 or 3, something like that. And, you said yesterday, I mean, we don't really know how it's all going to play out, but if you were to lay odds on all the games before the season kicked off, Arkansas wouldn't be favored in any of the conference ball games. It doesn't mean that when we get there that, for example, you don't know what it's going to look like when you when you play South Carolina, for example, in Fayetteville at the end of the year. They may, or even Missouri. There may be 1 or 2 out there you end up being favored in, but right now they're the decided underdog.
Yeah, picked last. We'll
Probably
assuredly
so.
Get that today.
Probably so.
And so, what do you want to hear from Silverfield? If you're a Razorback fan, what do you want to hear from the head coach between now and the beginning of the season? What can he say that'll make you feel better? Is there anything he could say?
That's going to be a tough one for a lot of people. Just to be brutally honest, that's going to be a tough one, and that's all right. And I think he knows that. We talked the other day about Will Stein, the guy up at Kentucky, and people are saying, what's the difference? And he said, well, honestly, I think it's me. You want your coach to feel that way. And I think, Silverfield and these guys are coming in here with the idea that I can win these people over. Every coach out there thinks they can win the fan base over. If they don't think that, frankly, you don't want them. And I've heard him say that. I mean, I've heard him say, we'll win them over. So I don't think there's any surprise from that standpoint. By the same token, draw a contrast. And I know Lane Kiffin's the flavor of the month, and Lane Kiffin's a great coach. But in terms of what the expectations for him are at LSU, if he doesn't win a national championship, he hadn't met him. I mean, you think about that. And there are other coaches that are in a little bit different spot. We talk about these 4 new coaches. Who's going to survive the longest? Some of that has to do with expectations. What's expected of you? Summerall down there in Florida. I mean, everybody loves him right now. But Florida, of the 4, Florida's going to expect results faster than anybody. People talk about Alex Golesh. Everybody fell in love with Alex Golesh. Auburn expects results now. Who's able to meet all those expectations?
That's an interesting question. Not who's going to have the best year this year, but who's going to
who lasts the longest.
The longest.
Because that's what it's all about. That's the guy that builds the program. You may have a guy, and look, we've seen him here, other places. A guy comes in, first year sets the world on fire with somebody else's players. And then reality sets in. He's got to go get him. He's got to build his own program. Well, he's a great coach, but he's not a great program builder. You see that all over the country. What Arkansas needs, I think, even more so than Florida, Auburn, Kentucky needs it too. You need a program builder. I want a guy 4 or 5 years from now people aren't trying to figure out how to pay off. To me, when you look at these new guys, that is the question of who's got staying power.
It's Plunge Pool Thursday. Start the weekend early with a plunge pool from Burton Pools and Spas. We're just getting started. Coach Silverfield will join us at 6:30. 6:13 right now, the Chuck and Bo Show. See, this is what the Chuck and Bo Show is. You just show up and have coffee with you.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Still searching for the perfect summer getaway? Mountain Home Arkansas might just be your answer. Wake up in the Ozark Hills. Hit the White River at sunrise. World-class fishing, hiking, trails, kayaking, and when the sun goes down, it's the kind of quiet you forgot existed. 2 lakes, 1 great town. All right here in the Arkansas Ozarks. Check it out at enjoymountainhome.com. Mountain Home Arkansas, where the outdoors is a way of life.
Thinking about buying or selling a business? Well, trust the experts at Arkansas Business Brokers, powered by Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company. Whether you're ready to sell a business you've built from the ground up, or you're looking for the perfect opportunity to become your own boss, Arkansas Business Brokers can guide you through every step of the process. Their experienced team helps make complex transactions simple. Text BUSINESS to 479-306-6139 for a free consultation, or visit arkansasbusinessbrokers.com.
In a world full of shortcuts, one whiskey refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate. For complexity you can taste. A spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available at select retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
For over 20 years, ProLand Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, our team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you every step of the way. They're independently owned, so their only priority is you. ProLand Title can say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com to get a quote today.
Just so you know, and we've talked about this from day one on the show, nobody's safe in here.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Summer in Arkansas means long days outside.
Whether you're headed to the lake, playing 18, or firing up the grill with friends, summer in Arkansas keeps you moving.
And with all those summer activities, you're going to need a beer that keeps up.
And that's where Yuengling Flight comes in. Just 95 calories, 2.6 grams of carbs, brewed for people who like to stay active and still enjoy a great tasting beer.
Make Yuengling Flight part of your summer plan.
Yuengling Flight, the next generation of light beer.
DG Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Enjoy responsibly.
In a world full of shortcuts, one whiskey refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate. For complexity you can taste. A spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available at select retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Baseball taught me teamwork, dedication, and the power of community. That's why I'm teaming up with Paschal ProPath to give back to charities that give every kid a chance to play. And right now you can pitch in. For every Paschal member signed up today through the end of May, Paschal will donate a portion of every membership to give back to youth sports. Become a member today, help give back in a big way. Pitch in with Paschal ProPath and help support kids in your community. Join today at PaschalProPath.org.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
Get up. You got to get up. You got to go. You're going to feel worse if you don't. Feel better now.
Well, I don't know about
Hate
that.
it later.
You might feel better staying in bed.
You will. You will.
That's an embellishment. You might feel better staying in bed.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Do you think we'll hear from Bart updates, or is this just he's not coming in and don't just move along? Don't even worry about it.
I think one of two things will happen. We will either not hear from him, or he will dramatically walk through the door in just a few moments.
Should we text him for updates? Hey, man, how you feeling?
Should we
are
call
you
him live
rallying?
on the air?
Are you rallying?
Hey,
We've
man.
got your whole schedule that you filled
How you
out.
feeling, man?
You filled out the entire composite schedule yesterday. He picked every game.
I know.
On this composite
I know.
schedule. If you're following us
I know.
on YouTube, you can see it. I'm holding it up now. He picked every game.
It's
Every
just-
single game. Is it over there?
Oh, Edward, yes. No, I'm sure he
is
took
it
it
in his
home.
office, or did he take it home? No, he's got it's all highlighted.
Oh, yeah, red.
It's color
There's red
coded. It's
everywhere.
like a call sheet.
Yeah.
Oh, is that it right there? Right there. That's not.
That's that one's mine.
What are you doing?
Well, I started the task yesterday, and it was really overstimulating, so I stopped.
What do you have done so far on there? You got a bunch of highlighted stuff.
Well, I started with Alabama's schedule, and I was like, I don't know if they're going to beat Georgia, so I left that one blank. And then I moved on to Arkansas, and I said, well, they're definitely not going to beat Georgia, so I put that one as
So
red.
you started picking definite.
And then, so I was like, these are the games I
grabbed
for sure
the
know.
low-hanging fruit
So then I went to
first.
Mississippi State and just started going red. And then I was like, man, this is a lot of work.
Does it
this
make
is
you
going to
wonder-
make me sick.
And Bart
I'm
does
not
it
gonna
in
be able
3
to-
hours.
Sometimes one.
Yeah.
One focused hour.
That's
Does
true.
it make you wonder about Bart?
It does. It
Because
makes me a
I'm
little
with-
worried. I
I'm
would
with
say.
you.
Yeah.
It would just. I don't have the.
Did his system
Mental
overload?
energy to
Is that
be-
what happened?
I
Did
think
his
he had-
system
yeah.
just
Maybe it made him
overload?
sick.
I think he had an error. But now that he's not here, I'm going to use.
He had an error, like like a battery.
Big flash,
He's
flash started
debugging.
flashing.
But since he's not here, I have this.
Phil Steele
Yes,
magazine.
the ancient text that's going to help
Better
me
keep your
finish
grubby
this today.
paws off that.
Yeah. John Summerall was at
I got to familiarize myself
the
with it.
podium yesterday.
Yeah, let's see what they say about Florida.
The new Florida coach, and apparently someone's phone rang during his time at the podium.
Yeah.
You know, the media in
God.
there, and here's what happened.
How things were going to unfold, and you'd be kicked out of our team meeting. I swear, like, you're lucky I'm not going to throw this freaking podium right now. Like, drives me crazy. I would say who is that, but I'm not going to embarrass anybody.
People like John Summerall because of things like that. Is John Summerall going to be another guy that just didn't get it done at Florida? But what is it about Florida? I would have never guessed in a million years that Dan Mullen wouldn't still be at Florida. Like, I thought
That one surprised me.
I mean, I thought Mullen was a good coach.
That
and is a
made
good
me
coach.
wonder, where are they in terms of alignments? Become the big term these days. People didn't say it that way then, but it did make me wonder if everybody was on the same page. Because you remember the first year that Mullen was at Florida. He went. I mean, it's the classic coaching thing of I'll take my players and beat yours, and then I'll take your players and beat mine. That's how good a coach I am. The year before, Mullen had beaten Florida at Mississippi State, and then he goes to Florida and beats Mississippi State with, a different team. And so Mullen could coach. And, I was surprised that it didn't work at Florida. I thought he would win big there.
It's been weird.
Yeah.
There's coaches that you would have expected to be successful there they haven't been really successful in a while in terms of a coach that will last.
I thought
back to Muschamp.
Yeah.
All the way back to Urban Meyer. They've had like a 10-win season here or there, but they have not been the Florida
No.
that is a real contender
Well,
for their division.
if you really
Or the SEC championship game now.
if you really look at the history of their program, they've had Spurrier and Urban Meyer. The rest of the time, they got in trouble with Galen Hall way back when, Charlie Pell way back when they tried to be good. And they weren't. They cheated and they got caught.
That's too bad.
Then Spurrier came in and changed everything, and then Urban Meyer kept it rolling. But you really look at the Florida Gator football program, that's been it in terms of, their history. You take away Spurrier's time as a player and Spurrier's time as a coach, there's not that much grand tradition with Florida football. He is Florida football in terms of tradition, in terms of everything. So Summerall's got his work cut out for him because they expect to win big, and they should win big. They've got everything. So Summerall, of the four new ones, in my mind, Summerall by far and away has the most pressure to win now. As far as his popularity in media days, you and I both know how that works. There have been coaches down there that were enormously popular. The next year they weren't even there because they didn't win enough games. What happens at media days, what happens in the fall, October, November, there is no correlation.
It's all about talking season.
That's right.
It's just winning.
That's all it is.
This event is actually, I don't know even how to describe it anymore. I don't know what it's for.
It's to get people talking about Southeastern Conference football, period. Now, I'm of the opinion if Sankey would get up there, if all these commissioners would get up there and talk about football, talk about their league as opposed to, the playoff and money and what we're going to do, it might even be more fun.
Well, we'll talk to Ryan Silverfield, who's going to be there
I wanna
today.
talk some
But I already
football.
talked. He already talked last night. Talked to the media there last night.
know.
What can we learn
This
from
is day 2
from Coach Silverfield before he gets on the podium today? We'll get into it next. 6:25. Are we a bunch of idiots or
Yes,
what?
we are.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we are. Yes.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Ben Blakeman joining us to talk about something they've been doing for 35 years, helping Arkansans with their stories and jewelry.
We want you to feel comfortable. We want you to feel confident. We want you to be educated. And we have a larger selection. We have more opportunities, more availability. Some people come in knowing exactly what they want. Some people come in having never been into a jewelry store before. We want both experiences to exceed all expectations.
Blakeman's Fine Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks. There's no better place to watch a game than Walk On Sports Bistro. With more than 60 TVs at every location, catch all the summer sports action while you cool off with mouth-watering Louisiana favorites like po' boys and gumbo, plus burgers, ice-cold draft beers, and cocktails made for hot days. Incredible food, outstanding service, and a game day atmosphere that never takes a season off. Visit one of the 5 locations across Arkansas today, including Rogers and Fayetteville. Walk On Sports Bistro. We live for this.
Hey guys. You're having a great show today.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more, and they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Experience football game days on the Hill this fall as head coach Ryan Silverfield leads the Hogs into 2026. Great home matchups line the 7-game slate in Fayetteville, including kickoff in Arkansas on September 5th, the SEC home opener versus the Georgia Bulldogs on September 19th, and a Thanksgiving weekend rivalry battle with the LSU Tigers. Season tickets start at just $300 and are available now at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you, now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by Teamwork. Favorite Razorback from the Chad Morris era. Let's do that. We're doing random Razorbacks today. And Dionisio Gomez has the lead. He's the leader in the clubhouse. He is the Razorback of the day.
Brutal.
And we're going to look for your favorite Razorback during the Chad Morris era. Was it Ty Story when he came back with Western Kentucky?
It might have been. It was the loudest cheer of those 2 years was when Ty Story
I think
came
the
back.
crowd was actually rooting for Ty Story in Western Kentucky.
Where's Duval Wally?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Was
Who was a running back in the Chad Morris era? Do we remember any of this? Rakeem Boyd.
That's the only person I can
Wow,
think of.
from junior college.
Because
From
Devois
Nice
Whaley
Chance
was he was a Bielema guy, right?
No, he played 1 year with Morris.
Did he?
He played the
Okay.
same year.
Most people did.
Yeah.
Most people played 1 year with Morris. Name the quarterback room for the Chad Morris era. How about that?
Cole Kelly,
Nick
High
Starkle.
Story, Nick Starkle.
Starkle.
Ben Hicks throws picks.
Ben Hicks. you don't have to take shots at
Nolan.
people.
Golly,
You can say,
Bart, come
golly.
on. I mean,
Connor
he
Nolan,
did his best.
Connor Nolan, John Stephen Jones,
That's right.
Oh, I forgot about that.
That's like 8 quarterbacks.
and none of them won an SEC
And none of them
game.
panned out, did they?
Jack Lindsay.
Connor Nolan.
Jack Lindsay play, yeah, that's right.
Connor
Played
Nolan's
well.
in,
Now,
in
did Jack
AAA.
play for Lunny? Did Lindsay start when Lunny had taken over?
That's a good question.
I don't
think-
recall
I believe-
exactly. I think Lunny might have been the interim then.
Yeah.
Better interim coach, Barry Lunny Jr., John L. Smith.
Well, people have done worse than 4-8. I think it should be probably noted there. I mean, John L. That was not a great year, but people have done
But he
worse.
sure was. He sure
People
was
have done
entertaining.
worse.
Never miss a moment of the Chuck and Bo Show on demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Watch us on YouTube, Twitter, every weekday, or stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
I've learned so much just off the air today, listening to Bart and Edward and Riley. I'm really out of touch. I mean, I really am.
With what?
With everything.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
And now you're moving. And you're really out of
Man,
touch.
I'm telling you.
It is 6:30. Today's Thursday, and Ryan Silverfield will be at the podium, and he'll be at SEC Media Days. In fact, they got to Tampa yesterday. He met with some local reporters that are in Tampa at this beautiful hotel that all the
looks
reporters
nice.
keep talking about.
looks
And
nice.
Coach is joining us now. Coach, good morning.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good
I'm
morning.
good.
Great.
Did you spend the night on a yacht last night? I've seen all these yachts down there outside the hotel.
I did not. I had a boring evening. Went to an early dinner. Found myself in bed reading, and on East Coast time, I was probably in bed way before I probably should have been. But it's all good. Up and at 'em and ready to work today.
So it's talking season. Do you have your talking points ready to make some splash? There's always some splash. Somebody's going to make headlines coming out of SEC Media Days.
Yeah, the plan is not to make headlines. We're just rather, I'm just excited to talk about our program. I think there's so many unknowns, and I think, the last 8 months, what does that look like? And that's what I'm excited about. I'm trying not to be the guy on the headline of ESPN that makes some smart but remark on anything. So we'll try to keep it steady, Eddie, and we'll see what happens.
Coach, you've had a chance to talk to people within the state, Razorback fans inside the state, outside the state, but this is kind of the first time you're really talking to the SEC, the entire conference, all the fans, the network, the whole deal. What do you want those people to think about the Razorbacks today?
Yeah, I want them to listen. I have so much respect, like I told you guys, for the history of our football program, but I don't want the recent negativity, the recent past, to have any reflection on what we're doing moving forward, right? Last year's team was last year's team. With all respect to those people that are on it, we are moving forward. So whatever happened in the recent history has zero effect on what we're doing moving forward, other than like everybody that was part of that should learn from that and find ways to improve. But 80 new players almost, right? Almost a brand new staff. So, recent history should have zero effect on us moving forward. We hope there's the support and the belief. I think people are going to be excited about the brand of football they're going to see.
Coach, from day one, you walk in here in a situation that is negative. It feels negative. It hasn't gone particularly well. You got to get people to change the way they think, get on board. What has it been like, and where do you think you are now in that process of kind of can't erase the past, but like getting some optimism in the room?
Yeah, for sure. I think that's part of it. I understand people have the right to feel the way they do, and rightfully so. I love our fans. I love their passion. I'm glad they care, right? And sometimes they should have been, this negative feeling towards what's occurred in recent history. But it's our job to change it. And I think the interaction, like you and I talked about, is just going around the state and going around the region, talking, getting as many fans as I get in front of, and just talk about our vision, who we're at, and then ability. Hey, this is going to be different. And I think people are buying into that. I think the fans understand that. The players certainly are all excited about what's occurring. And I think our fans they're starting to understand, okay, hey, this is new. This is going to be exciting. We can get behind this. And I do believe it. And I've been so pleased with what it's looked like so far. It's our job now to go put it on display so the fans can continue to support us.
You know, Coach, fans watch a program over a number of years, 5, 10, 15, 20 years. With players, though, you've got them for such a short amount of time. And when you talk about not letting what happened in the past affect your thought process, that's tougher with fans, I would think, than a player who's just come into your program. If there is an advantage, is it the fact that a lot of the guys on your team have not gone through what happened here before?
Yeah, I think it's part of it. I think, you know, the 20-so plus returning players is, listen, obviously no one wants to feel the way they did last year. And then having so many new players, we don't have to talk about the past. You know, it's an entirely new deal, right? You have a guy that transferred in from North Carolina. He's not worried about what occurred at Arkansas last year, and then same with the staff. So I think, you know, and guess what? No different. When we have success here at Arkansas, and whatever that looks like, we're not going to talk about the previous year because every year rests on its own laurels, especially this day and age in college football, guys, right? Like it's a new roster every year. Now, we don't want to have as much turnover as we had, certainly, but the players are bought in. They're excited about the new culture that they've helped create.
Coach, you've mentioned it. You've been on the recruiting trail when it comes to fans. Like you've been meeting with fans, raising money. What's an honest assessment of where you are with the program? You had a very little time to put a roster together, had to get a staff together. From what I've been told, you've raised a lot of money since being here. What is the assessment of where you are and where you're trying to get?
For sure. I think it's pretty well known that we weren't where we needed to be. And what I do is I appreciate the efforts of all those that have been involved in saying this is where we need to get. Now, every head coach in the SEC and the country is going to tell you we need more. That's the nature of this thing. And so we're taking steps in the right direction. Are we where we need to be? No. But we are working every single day. Listen, I put on my fundraising hat, and more than anything, just developing relationships with people that want to be involved. And to me, that's everything, right? It's not me going out and just asking for money. It's, hey, here's who I am, here's what we're about, and this is why you should get behind our program. And I think people are buying into that because they understand it, right? We're here for the long term. We're going to do this thing the right way. And we're making steps in the right direction. You're exactly right. You get here, my first 3 weeks on the job or first month on the job, I was not fundraising. It was how quickly can we put together a roster with the resources we were given when we got here, which at the time, we knew and educating everybody, we need to continue to get better, and this is what it needs to look like. And that's why I've been pleased that everybody's sitting there saying, okay. And that's what it's been, right? Just sitting down with everybody that's been involved with the program in the past and saying, guys, listen, the goalpost keeps moving. And so we need to continue to work to put our program at a higher level. So much of it is financially based. But the nice thing is a lot of people have bought in, but we need to continue to do work on that end.
There's going to be a point here in the not-too-distant future, Coach. We're talking season ends, and you got to go start playing games. Talk to us about, if you would, the carryover from the end of spring into the summer, and now as you prepare for camp here in a pretty short amount of time.
Yeah, I think it's, you talk about the end of spring, you have a great assessment of your roster, right? And a lot of spring was just introducing schemes. And then, hey, this guy can do this. These are some of the base schemes that we can run. Then you go into summer strength and conditioning. Okay, because now we're pushing. You think about the Heat the other day, in Fayetteville, and pushing the guys, see who's mentally tough enough to be able to handle that, right? Because some guys, can go out there and look good running around in OTAs in their underwear, but then all of a sudden you press them and the heat comes on. What's that look like? Are they a different animal? Then obviously the dog days of training camp, right? Be able to put on the shoulder pads. It's obviously not like it used to be. And seeing who can continue to be physical and who has retained the information from the spring. So we've got a pretty darn good assessment of our roster. I always say this, people say, well, how good are you going to be? I'll let you know after game 4. That's the reality of it. I think especially as new as we are, trying to get a feel, how do these guys, act when it's third quarter and it's a close game? What's it look like when we're up? What's it look like when we're down? And you can only judge those things on Saturdays. But I've been pleased, right, as the guys continue to understand our scheme, understand how to work. Again, what gets lost in that shuffle is that camaraderie and the culture that continues to get built. But I've been pleased. We are truly taking steps in the right direction every single day.
I know you haven't been into fall camp even yet. And, in fact, this is going to be a challenging August because of the school schedule and how much actual football time you get. I know you talked about that with some local media last night. But how would you assess what you know you have and what you have left to figure out? Like, you're not naming a starting quarterback yet, for example. So that would be an area you're still figuring out. But what are some things that you know about this team and you're still trying to get your hands around?
Yeah, Bo, you're exactly right. I think we do probably have one of the shortest training camps in college football, but it's the hand we were dealt, and we got to figure it out. So we've got to find quicker ways to get these answers, and part of it is this summer. The one thing I found is, just talking to guys that have been around the program in the past, and again, not to talk about the past, is, this team seems to be working harder. There seems to be more camaraderie, and I know this. I know we've got talent. Now, the depth of that talent, that's where you find out more through training camp, right, and through the season. Let's say this, right? Like, we've got guys on the defensive line that are starters that have played a lot of snaps in college football, right? Quincy Rhodes Jr., you get a bunch of different guys along that defensive line that have played, but then you look, who are the backups? Man, it's a bunch of young guys. Now, they've got upside, they got skill, so what are those backups? What do those young guys look like when it's all said and done, and how are they going to perform, right? And how do some of these new guys in the secondary look? So those are things we still got to find out. Obviously, the one question everybody wants to know is the quarterback situation. Here's the deal. Every time we get to go out there and they go out there and perform and throw, you're seeing positive growth. And so the cupboard's not bare. We got two guys that are capable, but that quarterback situation is one we're going to let stretch because they're really neck and neck as they continue to compete for the job.
Coach, the three guys you've got with you, are those the leaders of the football team? Are those the guys?
They're part of it. I think, one, I always try, unless there's a quarterback, try to bring a seniors, guys that are last year in college football now. Who knows, right? I could probably file an injunction today and get them all another, 6th, 7th, 8th year.
Exactly.
I'll find a small courthouse in Conway and see if they'll let us get through with this thing. So, but the plan is that this is their last year of college football. And so I think it's important to bring those guys. And I think what's unique, and maybe I think more of this than the national media certainly will, is I've had a relationship with all three of those guys for a long time, and I'm going to talk about this today in the press conference. Is right, like Sutton Smith, I've known since he was junior in high school, committed to us at Memphis. I know SEC schools 3 years ago that tried to take him off our roster, and the young man stayed loyal, and the plans for him to have a lot of success in the SEC this year. Right, Quincy Rhodes Jr., it's been long noted that him and I have known each other for 6 years, and it was first offer out of high school, and to watch his growth, and then obviously what he's meant, arguably our most talented player on the roster. And then you look, and Caden Kittler, same deal, took an official visit to us out of high school at Memphis, ultimately chose UCF, and then wound up here at Arkansas. So all three of those guys have got long-term relationships, which is really unique for a head coach that's only been here for 8 months. And that's fine, and those guys are leaders, and those guys are stepping up. We got a lot of other guys on our team that are taking steps in the right direction to lead. But I thought those three were the best to represent us today.
Coach, again, without having a practice in August yet, what should fans expect? I want to just look at both sides of the ball real quick. I think people need something to wrap their head around a little bit. What should they expect to see on offense, and what should they expect to see on defense?
Yeah, I think offensively, we've always prided ourselves on being really efficient. And I've talked about this in the past, and sometimes that maybe not be the sexiest word, but you look at our offenses over the last 10 years at Memphis, even under Cramsey the last 4 years, right? Like, I think we went 50-plus games and scoring 20 straight points or more, which led the country by like 20 games. And people say, well, what's that mean? Right? We're not going to go out there and hopefully lay an egg. We're going to go out there and perform at a high level, put our quarterbacks in situations to have success, and consistent offenses, ones that take care of the football, right, that don't turn it over, that make great decisions with it, which I hope that pleases Hawk fans to hear. And then defensively, Ron Roberts is one of these guys. Pete Golding actually, was a Ron Roberts disciple, right? Some of these other guys, these other coaches throughout the SEC have learned Ron Roberts' defense. And so I'm excited because he's coached in this conference. He's seen it all. Whether it's these tempo offenses, these 12 and 13 personnel offenses. And I think we're going to be very multiple. We got to obviously play to the strengths of our team. If it happens to be the linebackers, if it's the secondary, if it's what we can do, the D line, right? And so I think we're going to see multiple fronts. I think everybody says, does that mean we're going to blitz every play? Listen, I hope not, but the plan is to obviously affect the quarterback.
All right, I got one more before you get out of here, and I know it doesn't matter. And Chuck and I are not there voting. I don't know that it would matter if we were. But, there's going to be, 1,200, 1,500 media people that are going to say this is where teams are going to finish in the SEC. And they're rarely right. They're rarely correct. I don't know if they've picked the winner of the SEC in like 15 years.
Oh, for life.
But having said that, there's going to be a narrative out there. Well, Arkansas is the 16th best team in the league, last place in the league. How, if at all, will you use that in talking to your team?
Yeah, I think this. Very rarely, sorry to disappoint the media, but very rarely do I bring up the media in team meetings about motivation, right? It is what it is. I mean, ultimately, everybody has a right to feel a certain way. And like I told them, nothing that's occurred in the past has any effect on our future. And it's this whole narrative of us putting the blinders on. Let's just focus on improving ourselves one day at a time. We can't worry about what others think about us. We can go out there and prove ourselves right by the way we work, by the way we perform. And let's look up, in December, and then let's see where our record's at. And hopefully the media members are incorrect in their thoughts and their predictions. But listen, everybody has the right to have their thoughts and feelings. It's our job to go out there. I think we won't use it as motivation. I said yesterday, this team doesn't need bulletin board material to go out there and work, right? We're not lining up before we bench press and let me put this up on the video board so you bench press more. No, you're going to want to be the best version of yourself, right? You're going out there and it's, hour 2 of practice. We're not thinking about what the media voted us, right? Hopefully we all practice pissed off, right? Hopefully we all want to be great. And, ultimately, I live with a chip on my shoulder. I think a lot of our players do as well, regardless of what people think.
I like that. Hopefully we practice pissed off. Let's go.
Yeah.
That gets you fired up right there.
I can't believe they wouldn't be thinking about media days in the middle of practice.
Yeah, exactly.
That
is amazing.
Yeah.
Coach,
Chuck, sorry to disappoint you.
Yeah. I mean,
you should just let the media know that today when you start. Like, just let them know. Like, y'all do what you got to do, but we're just going to practice pissed off, and it ain't going to have anything to do with you.
You know how it is. If I say that, then they'll say social hate the media, and that's going to be.
That's right.
That's awesome.
That's good.
Coach, listen, we wish you well. Hope it goes well today. We look forward to seeing you during camp, and good luck this season. We'll talk again.
Have a good day.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate you guys having me on. And as always, looking forward to getting back home and see you guys here before fall camp, okay? Thanks so much.
Absolutely. We appreciate the time. Ryan Silverfield, the Chuck and Bo Show, 647. Teamwork Roofing and Construction can help you. They won't be mad about it either. They don't come in last. They just come in on time and on budget like they say they will. When they say it's going to happen, it's going to happen. If you need help financing, they can help you with that too. 0 down, 0% for 12 months, low fixed payments over time, no payments for 60 days. If you need a roof, you need a remodel. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, teamworkbuilt.com is the website. Built on quality, powered by teamwork.
Well, I've got a lot more rhythm than people realize.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by Teamwork.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
Who says bigger is always better? Burton Pools and Spas is the area's exclusive dealer for plunge pools by Thursday Pools. In-ground fiberglass pools designed for today's lifestyles with easy maintenance and more time for fun. Cool off after work, relax with family, or host friends for game day. And right now, installed plunge pool packages start under $40,000. Stop by one of Burton Pools and Spas' 5 convenient locations or visit burtonpools.com. Burton Pools and Spas, water for a better life.
Don't be talking down to people, Bart.
I am going to talk down to people when they're wrong.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
For over 25 years, Pro Land Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, their team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you, your realtor, and your loan officer every step of the way. They're independently owned, so the only priority is you. Their relationships with national underwriters allow them to say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com and get a quote today. There's no better shopping experience than you're going to find at Macadoodles or at Guess Who in Bentonville. With an unbeatable selection, amazing prices, and service that's unbeatable, they've got everything you need. Roger and the team are always there to help.
I love it. I've been doing this for 53 years, and one of the things I love most about it is our customers. Part of what makes me love the retail business is just the interaction with my customers.
Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Man, I love spending time at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark. Members enjoy it all. They've got state-of-the-art practice facilities, dining, events, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, as well as tennis and pickleball courts. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. Your home away from home.
I love a day or weekend at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark, and members enjoy it all. State-of-the-art practice facilities, food, beverages, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, tennis and pickleball courts, and they can even book you an exclusive fly fishing trip. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. It's Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. It's home away from home.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
Everybody wants to win. When you, as a fan or a person or whoever, make everything about winning, you're saying that only winning is acceptable. And I guarantee you, you don't win every single day.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Coach Silverfield from SEC Media Days, and we finished the interview, and we're about to start talking about whether we should text Bart or call him because he was up all night rallying, wasn't feeling well, sick, and here he is.
I knew he'd be here.
Here he is. We took some shots at him in the first segment.
As soon as Edward compared him to Jackson, I knew Bart would be here.
I could have been dying in a hospital bed, and I would have rolled myself over here.
He just kind of came in like Kramer out of Seinfeld.
He just kind of bolted in.
Just kind of bolted in the room. Stuff flying.
First thing you said, it was the Jackson comment. It was the Jackson comment.
I said it was a low blow.
Low blow. Well, it was a low blow to
Solar
Jackson.
plexus.
Jackson. Yeah, that's Bart. Yeah. That's Bart right there. Jackson
so
deserves better,
just to clarify, you still feel awful, right?
Yeah, I don't feel good.
Yeah.
I don't feel good, but I'm here.
Yeah, well,
if you get me sick, I'm going to be upset.
You're a champion, Bart. You're a champion.
Welcome in, Bart. We're glad you're here.
Hey,
and we can't wait to see what we can get out of you the next 2 hours.
Well, I've got the schedule grid filled out.
Oh, I know. We're waiting to
I heard you guys trying to find it.
Believe me.
Lance is in Fayetteville. Lance, good morning.
Hey, are y'all there?
We are here, yes.
Hey, all right, so I want to vent a little bit, not against you guys,
well, go ahead, vent.
Let it rip.
Get to it.
Just get on it.
Just don't hang up on me, okay?
Well, we got about
a
minute
get started.
You got to get started.
Get started.
I got a minute and a half?
Now you got a minute 20. What do you want to? Where are we going here, Lance? What do you got?
Okay. Don't hang up on me.
Well, go.
I'm sick and tired of our stupid fans, and I'm not going to cuss here. I'm going to try not to. Venting or declaring war on Hunter Yurachek. I wish I had more time to talk to y'all, but I mean, my God, Jeff Long. We blamed nuclear weapons on Jeff Long. We blamed, Nebuchadnezzar. Sacrificing babies on Frank Broyles. I mean, nobody.
Lance, hang on a second. Hold on. Do you guys want to let Lance collect his thoughts and start over at 7? Yeah. So if you hold on through the break, we're gonna let you start over. And this time I want you to come on and I want you to just go. So get your thoughts together. There's no preamble. There's no pregame. It's just right into the game, Lance, when we come back.
At Paschal, comfort and quality are well within reach. For over 50 years, homeowners have trusted them for world-class service. Every detail matters. Right now, get a brand new high-efficiency AC and furnace system starting at just $79.99 with payments as low as $100 a month. No shortcuts, no surprises. Just Paschal quality at a price more families can afford. Same week installation is available, so click over to gopaschal.com to schedule.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more, and they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com.
Man, I love spending time at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark. Members enjoy it all. They've got state-of-the-art practice facilities, dining, events, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, as well as tennis and pickleball courts. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. Your home away from home.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I don't know if anybody else is having fun, but this is a blast for me.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
At First Security Bank, banking isn't one size fits all. It's personal because everyone's financial journey looks a little different. From managing day-to-day spending, to running a small business, to helping your kids learn more smart money habits, or taking that big step toward buying a home. At First Security, you get the services you expect, the technology you need, and the real support of local people who live here, know the community, and take the time to understand what you're trying to accomplish. Life moves fast, and having a bank that moves with you makes a difference. Whether you prefer stopping by a branch, banking on the app, or picking up the phone to talk with someone who actually knows your name, First Security is there. They offer smart tools like mobile banking, bill pay, and mobile check deposit, along with thoughtful solutions like flex banking for kids, checking built for small businesses, and local mortgage lenders who guide you through the home buying process. Choose the power of personal. Bank better at First Security. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Ben Blakeman joining us to talk about something they've been doing for 35 years, helping Arkansans with their stories and jewelry.
You know, we want you to feel comfortable. We want you to feel confident. We want you to be educated. And we have a larger selection. We have more opportunities, more availability. Some people come in knowing exactly what they want. Some people come in having never been into a jewelry store before. We want both experiences to exceed all expectations.
Blakeman's Fine Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks. When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by Teamwork.
Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Kim Mulkey walks into your home wearing what she had on last night. You say, is this a game?
No. What would you do, Bart?
Bart leaves the room. She chases him.
God almighty.
Chasing Bart around
Making
the house, dressed
weird
up like a cat.
tiger sounds.
Yeah. What would you do, Bart?
I have a baseball bat. It would come into handy.
There's Kim Mulkey chasing Bart around in
that
his
would be
house,
awesome.
and he's the one with the baseball bat.
No, there would be no chase. No. There would be no chase. There would be no
pinned
chase.
up against the corner.
I've got it.
No.
If you're not for
I
Kim
hate
Mulkey,
this.
maybe we can find somebody that is.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, Pete Weber. Pete Weber, 14 years ago yesterday, won the 2012 U.S. Open of bowling and was very, very impressed with himself. Remember this?
Strike to claim it. A strike to claim it. And he got it!
That is why I did it! At number 5! Are you kidding me? That's right! Who do you think you are? I am!
It's the only time we paid attention to bowling.
Who do you think you are? I am.
Pete Weber.
Oh, yeah.
You think he'd be a
Power
good match
couple.
for Kim Mulkey?
Yes,
Power couple?
Power couple. Pete Weber, Kim Mulkey.
You got competition, Bart.
Yeah.
He's free. He's free to win.
I don't think I'm going to be able to get that image out of my mind all day. Kim Mulkey chasing Bart around the house. Oh, my God. That is brutal. Stomach turning.
The Chuck and Bo Show on demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Catch up on all 3 hours with the podcast version on Spotify and Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
I think I should donate my brain like an NFL player when it's over. Then you can all find out what happened.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Where did it all go
you know, it
wrong?"
really wasn't his fault.
He was just nuts. He was just good old-fashioned crazy.
He was a troubled man.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
You're just talking. You're just talking.
I'm ready to roll right now, Bo.
Cheats, steals.
He's a real talk show host.
Live from the Warfield Distillery Studios, Idaho's most awarded distillery.
Let it out.
Let it out.
Let it rip.
Let it go.
If you're a Hog fan, be a Hog fan.
Hey, Bo, you're wrong.
Come in at your own risk. Nobody's safe in here.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
Rarely would we put an interview ahead of a rant, but we are doing that because it's Connor O'Gara. So, Lance, you're going to have to wait because Connor's joining us from Tampa at SEC Media Days, host of the OG Kickoff Next Round Live. And, Connor, it's not what it used to be to me, the SEC Media Days. It's bigger than ever, more people than ever, but I don't know if we have the rock stars like we used to have of old, but you're there. What is the aura of the SEC Media Days been so far?
Yeah, you know, when you go 3 consecutive years without winning a national championship or even appearing in a game, there is a little less swagger. Let's admit that. And Greg Sankey kicking things off this week by talking about how this conference feels like it is still the strongest, it is still the deepest, and it's going to have these conversations with the selection, with the college football playoff about 9-3 records. You're like, man, I think it feels very much like the 2010s Big Ten. And I don't mean that as a compliment necessarily. It feels like we're talking so much about depth when really the only thing that people actually care about is championships. And Sankey knows that too. I understand why he's saying what he is, and everybody's talking about whether or not the SU would take their ball and go home and whatnot. It's like you don't have the swagger that you once did to be able to make a statement like that and have people go, oh my gosh, like what if the SEC really did do its own thing? So yeah, I mean, I think that's factored into the entire vibe of the week. On an individual basis, I think John Summerall is the one who's won the week so far. He and Will Stein came across the two best. You figured it was probably going to be some new coaches. Pete Golding as well has had a fantastic day here yesterday. But yeah, it's a lot of new blood and not necessarily swagger from an SEC chest pounding type of way.
Connor, I'm of the opinion that the commissioners need to take a back seat at these media days, that people do want to hear from the coaches. They want to hear from the players. They want to talk football. It seems like every time there's a media days, the commissioner makes an opening statement, and for 2 days, that's all anybody talks about. And all they're doing is repeating what they've been talking about for 6 months. Just your thoughts on that. I mean, are we not should we talk more football, I guess, is what I'm saying at SEC media days?
You're preaching to the choir, and when someone starts to talk about the Protect College Sports Act and they ask Greg Sankey or the Kirby Smart about it, I'm just like, oh my goodness gracious!
Yes,
come on, we're in late July.
Yeah,
folks.
we
Like,
had
we've got football in 5 weeks.
all summer to talk about, and I didn't want to talk about it then.
Right? Until I see a Ross Dellinger tweet telling me something that that has drastically changed the way that we view college sports. Goodness gracious, let's talk about these fall Saturdays that we've got coming up, because there are a lot of good storylines in the SEC coming up this year, and the fact that we're having the week that we are is interesting because Sankey kicks things off, and you're right, like, people are always going to talk about what he has to say.
That's
Lord
right.
knows I just did. But at the same time, we have today Lane Kiffin, we've got Steve Sarkisian, who may or may not be preseason number 1 again, even though that team didn't make the playoff last year, so yeah, I'm looking forward to kind of the last day here and actually getting to talk some football.
Connor, Arkansas is there today. Ryan Silverfield, we just talked to him 30 minutes ago, and there's little being said, rightfully so, about Arkansas. But what is Arkansas right now, in your opinion, and what has to happen?
Arkansas is a program that lacks relevance in the SEC, and until they actually show that they can keep their head above water for multiple years in a row, they'll probably continue to lack relevance in the SEC. And that's not what people in the great state of Arkansas want to hear, but it's what they know to be true. That's the issue right now with Ryan Silverfield coming in. And, I think that you see a lack of buzz for a variety of reasons. One is he wasn't the splashy hire, so it's different than John Summerall or even Alex Golesh at Auburn, who I think came in with a little bit more of a profile and had, the Power Conference victory in the background, in the SEC. So it's just a little bit different, and there are going to be people that it's definitely going to feel like a spattered crowd when Ryan Silverfield is speaking to the media here. And also, you don't really know what the quarterback situation is, so it's like, it's different even than Mississippi State or Kamario Taylor. He's really gained a lot of buzz, and, there are a lot of people that kind of want to see what he can do this year. So it's just questions kind of about the identity of this program in year one, and you don't feel like this is a program that is built necessarily for this instant rebuild. And until they show that they can do that, they're probably not going to covet the attention of people that want to just come in here and kind of filter in and out.
You talked about becoming relevant over an extended period of time. That's how you actually establish relevance. When we talk about the 4 new coaches in our league, you mentioned Summerall and Golesh. I mean, they got to win now. They got to win now. I wonder about program building. Silverfield at Arkansas, Stein at Kentucky. Maybe that the immediate expectation for the 4 of these guys might be a little bit more different than maybe we imagine.
It's kind of all over the place, and I'm trying to be as realistic as possible with Florida and Auburn, because I don't know if you guys have heard this, but expectations get a little bit out of whack with those fan bases sometimes, and you win one game that you're not supposed to, and suddenly it's, oh my God, did we make the playoff? I tend to think that they're going to be more in the middle of the pack in the SEC, and I have Florida as a 7-win team, Auburn as a 6-win team, both of whom having records under 500, but maybe winning one of those games that you're looking at going, maybe they're not supposed to. Whereas I do think those other coaches, it is more about the multi-year build. Now, having said that, in this day and age of the transfer portal, the thing that every single one of those coaches is searching for is identity and proof of concept. That's the main thing you have to get in today's day and age. If you don't get that, you're not going to retain, and you're not going to be able to recruit the portal. You can talk about like high school and all that stuff, but like that, good luck getting to that time. Good luck getting to a point where your high school recruits that you're getting to now are actually going to be worthy of being talked about and discussed at this level if you don't have proof of concept and if you don't have identity. So that's really what everybody is seeking right now, and the fact that we have 6 new faces in the SEC, I guess 2 of which, Pete Golding and Lane Kiffin, probably looking at a little bit of a different situation, but they're all searching for those very things.
Connor O'Gara, host of the OG Kickoff on Next Round Live, been covering the SEC and college football for a long time, one of our favorite guests. I got to ask you about the hierarchy of college football for a second. What's happened to the league? So I know, like, going 3 years without a national championship isn't the end of the world, and it's still a very good league. But I'm really asking for the analysis of how we've gotten to this spot. And then, no disrespect, and obviously we respect Ryan Silverfield at Arkansas, but you get coaches at big jobs from the American, not from other big jobs. Like, we talk a little bit about the star power at SEC Media Days. I mean, you just don't have the some of the names that you once had in this league. So how do we get here? What's going on?
I think it's a variety of reasons. I don't think it's just simply NIL and like the inability to develop depth. I think that's probably part of it, but it's not. I don't know that it's as big of a deal as some are making out to be. I 100% do not think it's what Eli Drinkowitz was saying that, the teams that have won a national championship the last 3 years, they were definitely helped out by the fact that they didn't have a team in non-conference play that's at the power conference level. Like, Buddy missed me with that. If Indiana had played against TCU as opposed to Old Dominion, like, you mean they wouldn't win a national championship? Like, what are we doing? So I think that it's a variety of things, but coaching and quarterback play, it's the thing that is boring probably to cite as a reason, but it's true. I mean, let's think about the fact that we have 6 coaches in new spots in the SEC. 6 of 16 teams. That's a lot, Let's also think about the fact that coming into these seasons, the last 2 years really, we've had these expectations for decorated quarterbacks, and we've looked back and gone, whoa, we're way off on these guys, and it's been other guys who have emerged, and there were 3 SEC quarterbacks last year who finished in the top 10 of the Heisman Trophy voting, but none of the guys that we expected to, and I do think that probably plays a part in it. And so it's coaching and it's quarterback play, and yeah, maybe you don't have that depth, and you can't necessarily build in the way that you once did. And, the fact that a certain Nick Saban is no longer here, at least here in a coaching sense, he's still here lurking over Kalen DeBoer. But the fact that he's not here, maybe that's got something to do with it. I think it's a variety of reasons, and I don't think it's any one specific thing.
Is a SEC team going to play for the national championship this year?
Yes, I think Georgia does.
Okay.
I don't think Georgia wins it, though. I think it's a reunion for Kirby Smart and Dan Lanning, and I think Oregon gets it done. Which,
wow. What a story.
I don't know if I've said this on your airwaves before, but that would be another first-time national champ. But more importantly, it would also be 4 different national champs in 4 years for the Big Ten, which would match what the SEC has done. Well, what the SEC did 2007 and 2010 with 4 different champs in that 4-year stretch, part of a bigger stretch from 2006 2012, of course. But yeah, man, I think that's kind of. I think things are setting up more so for the Big Ten to have national championship contenders once again. I think you can pick the flaws in all of these teams in the SEC, and I think we're fair to ask those questions.
All right, Connor. There's a wavy, blonde-haired young fella down there named Ty Richardson who, comes on the show after this one on these radio stations, and he was telling us, every year you guys, have this karaoke contest they have for the media at SEC Media Days, and we asked him if he was going to participate, and he said, yeah, Connor O'Gara.
We didn't believe he actually knew.
I said, you don't even know Connor.
Yeah.
Connor O'Gara's never going to get on stage. Oh, no, we do it every year. And then sure enough,
every year.
Here on your Twitter account right here, we're looking at it. Ty's singing. Does Ty have his hands in his pocket?
Is anyone actually singing?
That's me.
That's awesome.
That's Ty's theme song. How do you like me now that I'm at SEC Media Days?
I would just like to add, Connor is carrying Ty. Like, if you watch the video, Connor is doing the bulk of the work.
Look,
and hats off to Connor.
Yeah.
Look, guys, Ty is a trooper, and every single year we convene about a week or two before media days, and we say, all right, what's the play? And Ty, to his credit, he puts the ball in my court, and he says, you dribble. I will be there. I will be your backup singer, and I'll be there for emotional support, and we'll make it work, and we'll have some fun with it. And I've never gone that bold. We did do John Party, Head Over Boots later, but the instrumental was like off with the lyrics, so it kind of messed us up. It was really weird. That was our much better performance of the evening.
Do you get an award? Is there a contest, or is it just have a few beers and get up there and sing karaoke?
No, there's no contest because we know that the winners already decided before the karaoke happens, and it's fellow Arkansas media giants John Neighbors as well as Chris Gordy, who I don't know if you guys have seen this, but their rendition of Shaggy is unbelievable, and I'm not talking Scooby-Doo. Chris Gordy does Shaggy better than Shaggy, and I'm talking like the Jamaican singer from the early 2000s. It is a sight to see. When they post the videos, you guys need to watch it because Gordy is talented in ways I don't think that people really fully realize. So, yes, karaoke night, Wednesday of SEC Media Days, it is always a staple, always something we very much look forward to.
How far we've come. Connor O'Gara, the OG
Connor,
kickoff,
thank you.
Next Round Live. Thanks for the update from Tampa. Enjoy the rest of the week.
Gentlemen, appreciate it.
Thank you, Connor. 7:15. Is Lance still holding on to deliver the rant? I didn't mean for him to have to wait this long, but okay. When we come back, we will go right to Lance, who has some things to say, and he's had time to prepare. And I'm sorry he's had to wait, but we are ready for it.
Let's just be frank. There's been some football games the last few years that have driven people to drinking.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Blakeman's isn't just where Arkansas gets engaged. It's where you go to have a wonderful experience.
Every touch point matters, and I think what we show off best is Cafe B. It's Onyx Coffee by Blakeman's. Cafe B, we're offering the best coffee in the country, complimentary. I feel so fortunate to be able to go to work there every day. Big windows, the open lighting, the warm environment, and again, the cafe. It's the best.
Blakeman's, where every day is a diamond.
In a world full of shortcuts, one whiskey refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate. For complexity you can taste, a spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available at select spirits retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Park.
Who says bigger is always better? Burton Pools and Spas is the area's exclusive dealer for plunge pools by Thursday Pools. In-ground fiberglass pools designed for today's lifestyles with easy maintenance and more time for fun. Cool off after work, relax with family, or host friends for game day. And right now, installed plunge pool packages start under $40,000. Stop by one of Burton Pools and Spas' 5 convenient locations or visit burtonpools.com. Burton Pools and Spas, water for a better life. He's Chuck Barrett.
He's Bo Mattingly.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Who says bigger is always better? Burton Pools and Spas is the area's exclusive dealer for plunge pools by Thursday Pools. In-ground fiberglass pools designed for today's lifestyles with easy maintenance and more time for fun. Cool off after work, relax with family, or host friends for game day. And right now, installed plunge pool packages start under $40,000. Stop by one of Burton Pools and Spas' 5 convenient locations or visit burtonpools.com. Burton Pools and Spas, water for a better life.
In a world full of shortcuts, one whiskey refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate for complexity you can taste. A spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available at select spirits retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Summer may be the off-season for the Razorbacks, but it's the perfect season for the restaurant at Stonebreaker. Located in Fayetteville on Markham Hill, the restaurant at Stonebreaker features seasonal menus built around fresh Arkansas ingredients. Plus, enjoy inviting spaces to gather with friends and family. Whether you're stopping in for drinks at the bar, dinner on the screened porch, or a relaxed evening in the parlor, you're sure to find something worth coming back for. This summer, pull up a chair on the hill. Visit stonebreakerhotel.com for more information. That's stonebreakerhotel.com.
Man, I love spending time at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark. Members enjoy it all. They've got state-of-the-art practice facilities, dining, events, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, as well as tennis and pickleball courts. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. Your home away from home.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
Are you owning the day? Like, if you're not, at that point, it's still early enough to get your butt in gear, right?
Can I point something out here? It's okay to drag in the morning. It's okay. I mean,
You're not helping this.
I don't care. We're not a self-help show.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
We're in the Warfield Distillery Studios, Idaho's most awarded distillery, now Arkansas owned, and you can find it near you. Log on to drinkwarfield.com and find it. You can get a bottle near you. You can find a restaurant near you. Whiskey from the Idaho Highlands, distilled at almost 6,000 feet. It is different and it is fantastic. They've also got a lot of other great organic spirits. Let's go to the phone lines. Lance in Fayetteville. Lance, what is on your mind?
Hey, thank you for keeping me on here. On the karaoke thing, I always could sing Glenn Fry songs on karaoke, but I could never sing Don Henley Eagles songs.
Could you give us a few bars now?
No, hell no. The one time I sang Glenn Fry, I was in like northern Nebraska, and I was glad because
I'm gonna
nobody
open this
knew.
bottle.
Pass it around.
Go ahead.
What's
We're about to crack open a bottle of Warfield the way this is going so far. But go ahead.
Do it. But I was glad I was in northern Nebraska because nobody knew me, and the Glenn. The Don Henley song I sang on karaoke was terrible. It was just terrible. Anyway,
shocking.
So Hunter, you know, man, I love Arkansas. This is my home. I grew up, you know, in the Ozark Mountains, and all I've ever seen was, you know, Jeff Long's an idiot, Hunter's an idiot. It's all ad hominem, and then even Frank Broyles was an idiot, supposedly, with all these used car dealers who sell, you know, 1979 Pintos from used car dealerships, and it just that's not gonna fix anything. I mean, the money thing is we're not rich people. I mean, we're not the frickin' Rockefellers and Rothschilds and J.P. Morgan. We're not. And
what is your point, Lance?
What's my point?
That's what I asked.
I mean, where is this narrative going? The narrative of Hunter being an idiot is ad hominem BS.
What does that mean? What does that mean? Not the BS part. Whatever you use.
What do you mean? What does it mean?
That's what I mean.
It's all over. It's all over social media. It's all over talk radio. Just Hunter's an idiot. He's an idiot. He's an idiot. That's not going to solve anything.
I hesitate to ask this, but what's the answer?
I don't know. I'm asking you. You guys do this for a living, and I love you guys. I love you guys, but I'm asking you. I mean the.
What exactly are you asking?
Please, well, I don't want to translate. Go ahead. Ask the question, and we'll try to answer it.
Okay. I mean, I love Ryan. What's his name? The new coach. I love him. But we're playing catch up.
I love my wife. What's her name again? Just like what?
All right. Thank you, Lance.
Y'all just gonna hang up on me?
No. We're not hanging up. We're trying to figure out where you're going. What are you asking? What do you want us to say? Because I promise you, we'll say it right now. So
what did I not say? What did I not say?
All right. You're saying don't blame the athletic director for everything. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. So what are you driving at?
I'm asking you. What do y'all know? What are your opinions on how we can get this thing fixed? I'm pretty old now, and I'm pissed off. Okay. And I want things to be fixed, and before I die, you know. I mean, what do y'all think? How do we fix this stuff? And I haven't raised my voice. I haven't cussed. You know, I'm just asking y'all. I'm throwing out ideas.
Here's the thing,
and
Lance.
I don't know.
Here's the thing, and we're gonna have to, move on. But I can assure you, if Bo or I could have said something on the air 20, 30 years ago to have made Arkansas be great in football for the last 20 or 30 years, we'd have said it. But I think sometimes people look for answers in places where there really isn't one. I mean, I'm not sure what you're driving at.
Let me just give my 2 cents on what I've kind of pulled out of the call. People do just absolutely blame Hunter, and I think it's really lazy. But I think that about a lot of things. Same thing, just fire the coach. That's all. We love firing coaches around here. Then when you get done with that, well, the athletic director's an idiot. That's not everybody. That's low-hanging fruit. If you want to see what the athletic director's actually doing, go listen to what he says about it. There's a whole entire hog pod. I don't get anything out of you listening to that. It's just for you to listen to. If you want to, listen to it. Let him explain. If you like the answers, great. If you don't, great. But at least you hear what he had to say. But the people that gripe and don't do that, do you even have any information? Beyond that, there are people that have great points to make about things that aren't being done a certain way. And then the last question, or the last statement I would make, is after a certain period of time, like a decade, that a figurehead has been around, their answers or what they have to say no longer hits a chord, or maybe never did, but even if it did, it no longer hits a chord with people with certain people, and you get tired of it. But from my seat, the university's taken, or the athletic department's taken, all kinds of measures. I mean, they're widely reported, all kinds of measures to improve themselves. You can't just go get whatever football coach you want. They've got to want to come here. So if you think, oh, well, it's a lousy hire, well, we haven't even seen him play a game yet. But you can't just go pick out of an orchard the apple that you want. And you've been really fortunate in some other sports. It doesn't necessarily mean you can do that in football. But it's not because of a lack of effort. They've made more moves in the last 12 months regarding football than I think ever before. I can't help who you listen to, Lance. Like, if you want to listen to garbage, then you're going to be pissed off that you're listening to garbage. But if you want to get away from garbage, quit driving over to the dumpster and hanging out around it. 7:30, the Chuck and Bo Show. We'll be right back.
We got wackos, people. There are wackos everywhere. There are wackos everywhere.
I call them our base. I mean, you call them wackos if you want.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I love a day or weekend at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark, and members enjoy it all. State-of-the-art practice facilities, food, beverages, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, tennis and pickleball courts, and they can even book you an exclusive fly fishing trip. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. It's Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. It's home away from home.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
It's the Chuck and Bo Show. We're just kind of wading through it, figuring it out with you this morning.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more, and they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Experience football game days on the Hill this fall as head coach Ryan Silverfield leads the Hogs into 2026. Great home matchups line the 7-game slate in Fayetteville, including kickoff in Arkansas on September 5th, the SEC home opener versus the Georgia Bulldogs on September 19th, and a Thanksgiving weekend rivalry battle with the LSU Tigers. Season tickets start at just $300 and are available now at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by Teamwork. Favorite Razorback from the Chad Morris era. Let's do that. We're doing random Razorbacks today. And Dionisio Gomez has the lead. He's the leader in the clubhouse. He is the Razorback of the day.
Brutal.
And we're going to look for your favorite Razorback during the Chad Morris era. Was it Ty Story when he came back with Western Kentucky?
It might have been. It was the loudest cheer of those 2 years was when Ty Story
I think
came
the
back.
crowd was actually rooting for Ty Story in Western Kentucky.
Where's Duval Wally?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Was
Who was a running back in the Chad Morris era? Do we remember any of this? Rakeem Boyd.
That's the only person I can
Wow,
think of.
from junior college.
Because
From
Devois
Nice
Whaley
Chance
was he was a Bielema guy, right?
No, he played 1 year with Morris.
Did he?
He played the
Okay.
same year.
Most people did.
Yeah.
Most people played 1 year with Morris. Name the quarterback room for the Chad Morris era. How about that?
Cole Kelly,
Nick
Ty
Starkle.
Story, Nick Starkle, Ben Hicks throws picks.
Ben Hicks. You don't have to take shots at
Nolan.
people. You can
Golly,
just say,
Bart, come
golly.
on. I mean,
Connor
he
Nolan,
did his best.
Connor Nolan, John Stephen Jones,
That's right.
Oh, I forgot about that.
That's like 8 quarterbacks.
and none of them won an SEC
And none of them
game.
panned out, did they?
Jack Lindsay.
Connor Nolan.
Jack Lindsay play,
Jack
that's
Lindsay
right.
Connor Nolan's in,
Now,
in
did Jack
AAA.
play for Lunny? Did Lindsay start when Lunny had taken over?
That's a good question.
I don't recall exactly. I think Lunny might have been the interim then.
Better interim coach, Barry Lunny Jr., John L. Smith.
Well, people have done worse than 4-8. I think it should be probably noted there. I mean, John L. That was not a great year, but people have done
But he
worse.
sure was. He sure
People
was
have done
entertaining.
worse.
Never miss a moment of the Chuck and Bo Show on demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Watch us on YouTube, Twitter, every weekday, or stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
I will confess, I've reached the point in my life when my main goal every day is to get home. So once I'm there, it's going to take quite a bit to get me back out.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
How you feeling now, Bart?
Aren't
you glad you got up?
Wish I would have
Aren't
stayed
you
in
glad,
bed.
aren't you
Wish I
glad
would've
you
stayed in
rallied,
bed.
made it in?
No.
Wait, come on, Bart.
No, really not. I mean, what
We're gonna
I
get to that grid.
What I just heard is one of the most insanely idiotic things that I've ever
Not
heard.
just idiotic, insanely idiotic.
At no point in that rambling, incoherent phone call did I hear anything that closely resembled a rational thought. Everybody is now dumber for having listened to that. I award Lance 0 points, and may God have mercy on his soul.
Good mercy.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Lance, your thoughts.
Am I back?
Yes.
Okay, who?
Brent and Cersei, good morning. Brent.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Brent.
Come on, Brent. Pull us out.
Lance.
Anyone?
What's wrong with the phones?
You know, it's a Plunge Pool Thursday. Start the weekend early with a plunge pool from Burton Pools and Spas. You can just relax, have you a cocktail, start the weekend early, just relax in your plunge pool. Cool off after work, relax with family, host friends for game day. Right now, installed plunge pool packages start under $40,000. Stop by Burton Pools and Spas, 5 convenient locations, or visit burtonpools.com. Burton Pools and Spas, water for a better life. Bart, that might get you feeling better.
Yeah, it might. Yeah, that might be exactly what I need.
So what happened? You were up all night?
Yeah,
just
what's the
was-
deal?
Yeah, well, we're not going to get into the details.
Well,
but,
why not?
Because we're not going to.
Okay.
But yeah, just not feeling very
You
well.
want to talk to Lance?
Sure don't.
Lance keeps calling.
Well, I'm happy for him.
He wants to rebut.
I don't know that he does. I don't
He
know.
said, I want to rebut Bart.
I don't think
Said
that's
it
what
just
he
like
said.
that.
If we gave Lance
just
30
quoted a
more
movie.
seconds, would you guys be okay with that? 30. We put him on the clock.
I mean, you got to synopsize it, man. You got to
You got to go 30 seconds. You put him on the
I'm going
clock.
to put it on stopwatch.
There's not going to be any warning, Lance. I'm telling you, we're going to come to you right now. You're going to have 30 seconds, and it's going to be over. Okay? So, the moment I click on, you just start talking. Don't swear. We'll go uninterrupted, and at the end of 30 seconds, we're moving on. because he keeps calling. He wants to be heard. He doesn't feel like he's heard. 3, 2, 1. Lance, you're on.
Apparently, Lance didn't like that idea.
Brent, good morning.
Good morning, Chuck and Bo. How are you guys?
Oh, my God. Doing great, Brent. How are you doing, buddy?
Oh, man, I was outstanding hearing Coach Silverfield on the radio. That got my juices flowing. Then I got a piece of that. I had to sit through that 35 minutes of whatever you call what Lance was trying to say. I don't know what he was trying to say. But I got one thing to tell you, Lance. Don't ever call the Razorback fans stupid. Do not ever do that. That is not a good thing. That's not a good look. Because the Razorback fans are passionate. We love our Razorbacks. We love them. Come heck or high water, we love them. They're the only team we got. So if you don't like it, please don't call in and insult the Razorback fans.
Thank you, Brent. Anything else?
Yes, sir. When I get moved up there, I'm going to have you and Chuck over to the Casa de Hall.
Well, that sounds good.
There you go. Maybe go do a show at Brent's.
Wait, Mike?
Den.
Mike?
Yeah. We'll have a pop. I did this in remembrance of a friend of mine that my best friend that passed away in December. He always wanted an icy machine in his man cave. I'm getting an icy machine.
That's
I
awesome.
like a good
That
icy.
is awesome.
I like an icy.
You know, they're underrated, actually. Brent,
are
thank you.
Oh, they are.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
I had one. It was hot out.
Yeah.
I had the first icy I've had in 15 years.
Like an old Slurpee. Remember those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know where they got the
Oh,
spoon
yeah,
on
I
the
love
bottom
it.
of the
Yes,
straw?
yes,
You know,
yes.
it comes out just right. You got to
I'm
put
going to go have one today.
You put the lid on before you pull the lever. You know, you don't fill the cup up and then put the lid on. You got the lid with the hole in the top, and you fill. Then you get extra.
Yeah.
Up there in the top. Bart Edwards having his own personal.
Yeah. What are you guys
show
talking about
with
over there?
Lance?
What are you guys doing?
Over there.
Is Lance still calling?
Yes.
He's
back.
back.
On line one.
Do we want to try the 30 seconds?
Jerry Palm coming up next.
We know.
Lance or Jerry Paul?
I do think this last time, the 30 seconds, was the phone system's fault.
Okay.
I do think
that's totally possible.
That's believable.
That checks out.
So we could try one more time if we wanted to.
To you, the other listener, we realize this is a complete train wreck. We are leaning in to that. We are all viewing the train wreck together. Are you ready for the 30 seconds? Lance, no, I'm just telling you, you get 30 seconds. Don't qualify anything. Just go, and you're on. Go.
You there?
Go.
Okay, I didn't say Ryan Silverfield was a lousy hire. You put those words in my mouth. Okay, I was asking legitimate questions about how our board of trustees has screwed up our football hires for the last since Chad Morris.
Thank you, Lance. That was 30 seconds. I don't remember saying that he said anything negative about Ryan Silverfield. I said that some people feel that way. So that's Lance, and it has come to a conclusion. You can catch the Chuck and Bo show on demand if you missed any of that with Lance, wherever you get podcasts.
And who wouldn't want to go back and relive every
YouTube.
exciting moment?
On the other hand, we did have Coach Silverfield on at 6:30. So if you missed that, we had him on from
pretty good.
SEC Media Days, and he talked about
And Bart
what
rallied.
to expect this year. Bart has rallied from being up all night, got some lettuce or something. You got some lettuce? Did you eat some lettuce?
Is that the deal?
Did you have a bowl of shredded lettuce last night?
Yes, I just ate a bowl of shredded iceberg, specifically from Taylor Farms.
Just dumped a bunch of ranch
You
on
wanted-
it.
wanted to see what all the fuss was about?
just plain lettuce.
Just
getting in there.
Yeah, gee, I was up all night.
Who doesn't love that?
So you've got the Is this going to be entertaining? You're going to tell us basically what's going to happen in every single game of the SEC
Well,
schedule?
I'm not gonna go game by game.
You're not?
I'm gonna give you like the overview. Like,
But you
what
figured
teams
out
are going
exactly
to go.
what's going to happen in every game.
Based
though,
on
right?
the information we have as of this very moment.
In the middle of July.
I'll
on
do
what-
this exercise again right before the start of the season.
Okay.
To lock in some win totals,
Sure.
you know, and that sort of thing. But yeah, as of the information we have now, I have filled out the grid.
And what a grid it is.
Well, who had the commercial? Was it Southwest Airlines Want to Get Away?
Yes.
Was that Southwest
Yeah.
Airlines? Lance should call them. They could use him.
I think they still do that.
They could use him for one of their commercials. Like have him call a radio show. Want to get away? Southwest Airlines can take you there. That would be. That's just a thought. WT Equipment's helping you get the job done. If you need
$49 one way.
anywhere.
Well, to anywhere, huh?
Well,
pick a spot.
Anywhere.
Not necessarily anywhere, but there you go.
If you can't get away and you need to get a job done, you go to WT Equipment and you get all the equipment you need. They have Bobcats, which are great for tough terrains, tight spaces, short timelines, but they've got other equipment as well, trusted brands like New Holland, Hustler, Steel. Family owned and locally operated, 4 locations throughout Arkansas, whether you're running a farm, managing a job site, or taking care of your own land. WT Equipment has the tools like the legendary Bobcat to help you get it done. WTEquip.com. You can find them online. When we come back, Bart will get the job done and tell us what the records of the SEC teams will be this year. He has gone through the schedule meticulously over shredded lettuce, game by game. Been up all night and fought through it.
Or we could hear from Lance again.
We're
We're
not doing that. It's 7:45. Good morning. You guys are part of my family. Everyone that listens to this show is just part of the Chuck and Bo family. We're building a community here.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Summer in Arkansas means long days outside.
Whether you're headed to the lake, playing 18, or firing up the grill with friends, summer in Arkansas keeps you moving.
And with all those summer activities, you're going to need a beer that keeps up.
And that's where Yingling Flight comes in. Just 95 calories, 2.6 grams of carbs, brewed for people who like to stay active and still enjoy a great tasting beer.
Make Yingling Flight part of your summer plan.
Yingling Flight, the next generation of light beer.
DG Yingling and Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Enjoy responsibly.
There's no better place to watch a game than Walk On Sports Bistro. With more than 60 TVs at every location, catch all the summer sports action while you cool off with mouth-watering Louisiana favorites like po' boys and gumbo, plus burgers, ice-cold draft beers, and cocktails made for hot days. Incredible food, outstanding service, and a game day atmosphere that never takes a season off. Visit one of the 5 locations across Arkansas today, including Rogers and Fayetteville. Walk On Sports Bistro. We live for this.
Thinking about buying or selling a business? Well, trust the experts at Arkansas Business Brokers, powered by Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company. Whether you're ready to sell a business you've built from the ground up, or you're looking for the perfect opportunity to become your own boss, Arkansas Business Brokers can guide you through every step of the process. Their experienced team helps make complex transactions simple. Text BUSINESS to 479-306-6139 for a free consultation, or visit arkansasbusinessbrokers.com.
Life is better with community banking from First Security, where personal connections make a difference every day. Families get bankers who know their names, know their needs, and love to help. Businesses work with responsive lenders who make fast local decisions that help build success. And communities thrive with First Security because our team is rooted here too. Choose the power of personal. First Security. Bank better. fsbank.com, member FDIC.
When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by Teamwork. Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more, and they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com. You're right, Chuck. You're right. You're right.
You're not wrong, Chuck.
Because
that's
we don't
all
want
I wanted to hear. That's really all I wanted to hear.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I love a day or weekend at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark, and members enjoy it all. State-of-the-art practice facilities, food, beverages, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, tennis and pickleball courts, and they can even book you an exclusive fly fishing trip. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. It's Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. It's home away from home.
Summer in Arkansas means long days outside.
Whether you're headed to the lake, playing 18, or firing up the grill with friends, summer in Arkansas keeps you moving.
And with all those summer activities, you're going to need a beer that keeps up.
And that's where Yingling Flight comes in. Just 95 calories, 2.6 grams of carbs, brewed for people who like to stay active and still enjoy a great tasting beer.
Make Yingling Flight part of your summer plan.
Yingling Flight, the next generation of light beer.
DG Yingling and Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Enjoy responsibly.
Ben Blakeman joining us to talk about something they've been doing for 35 years, helping Arkansans with their stories and jewelry.
You know, we want you to feel comfortable. We want you to feel confident. We want you to be educated. And we have a larger selection. We have more opportunities, more availability. Some people come in knowing exactly what they want. Some people come in having never been into a jewelry store before. We want both experiences to exceed all expectations.
Blakeman's Fine Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks. Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered.
Having what they came down here for in stock on the shelf is very important. You're going to find everything that you could possibly want. I've heard customers tell me, Bo, over the years that they may be sitting around, somebody brings up some weird name whiskey, and somebody will chime in and say, well, if anybody's got it, it's going to be Macadoodles.
Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple. When you win, you get to say anything you want. That's what sucks. When you don't win, the other guys get to say anything they want, and you just got to take it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
All right, Bart, what do you have?
Yeah,
over
who
there?
gets to do the most talking?
Chevy of Fayetteville Situation Room. Here's Bart with the entire SEC season in a couple minutes for you.
So I've got a three-way tie at the top of the league. So a tiebreaker will come into play to determine who plays in the SEC championship game. Those teams are Georgia, Texas, and Alabama, 11-1. All of them.
Wow.
Not LSU, but Alabama.
I do have Alabama beating Georgia, so that would probably put them in for sure. And so it'd be between Georgia and Texas to see who else gets in. Of course, all three of those teams would make the college football playoff.
That game's in Tuscaloosa, the Alabama-Georgia game.
Finishing right behind them at 10-2, I have Texas A&M. I have them and LSU. Texas A&M and LSU both going 10-2. I have LSU losing both of those games at home to Alabama and Texas.
Back to back.
I think it coming off a bye week. I think there's just going to be too much hype, too much pressure for an undefeated LSU team at that point, and I think they'll drop both those games. Some surprises, perhaps. I have Ole Miss going 8-4. I think people are probably higher on them than that, but I'm just not sure how I feel about the whole Pete Golding situation and how that's really going to go. I also have Florida going 8-4 in a big bounce back year. I'm a big believer in John Summerall. I think he's a really good coach, and I think he's going to turn Florida around.
Did you hear what
pretty
he said
quickly.
about his team? That he showed up in the offensive line. They couldn't move enough weight. They weren't strong enough. The offensive line.
Yeah.
Well, in the big boys' room, and they can't push the sled far enough.
Yeah, recognizing problems and solving them.
And so we got to get a lot better.
Yeah.
Do it like they did at Tulane.
I have Vanderbilt going 7-5.
All right.
Vanderbilt going 7-5.
Did I make my point?
Yes.
Oklahoma
Thank you,
7-5. Oklahoma
7-5.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt and Oklahoma 7-5.
I have Oklahoma losing to Michigan, Georgia, Texas, Florida in Gainesville, and Texas A&M in Norman.
Boy, you do not like Oklahoma.
No, I'm very down on them.
Brent Venables get fired?
I have.
Get fired?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think so.
I have.
You're going to be better than Bart.
I have
thinks.
South Carolina bouncing back and going 8-4.
Wow. Now that may be the most shocking prediction of all, Bart.
Kendall
I'm not going to
Briles.
lie to you. He's on the
Lenores.
Kendall Briles bandwagon.
I'm on the Kendall Briles.
You really
what he
are.
can do with Lenore Sellers, I think, is going to elevate them back to where they were, 2 years ago. I also have Tennessee going 6-6.
Whoa.
Somebody's got to lose these games.
That's
right.
The thing about doing this,
somebody's got to lose.
That it is the exercise
Gotta add
that
up.
forces that to happen.
Got to be 500.
Somebody
by the
has
end.
to lose.
I have Auburn going 6-6 as well. Missouri 5-7.
Wow. He's lost his mind.
wow.
He's lost his
Missouri
mind.
going
Eli's going to call you out by
5-7
name.
with a loss
Taking notes.
in Fayetteville to the Razorbacks.
Okay.
I have Arkansas beating Missouri. Unfortunately, I don't have Arkansas beating many more teams. I do have the Razorbacks along with Mississippi State and Kentucky going 3-9 this season. It's hard when you actually sit there and go through the whole schedule and the grid and look at.
So you got them with one conference win?
One conference
You got them
win.
beating Missouri?
Yes.
Okay.
Coming off that bye week.
3 wins,
Coming
so
off that
you've got
bye
them
week.
beating North Alabama, Tulsa, and Missouri.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And that's it.
Okay.
It's really hard for me right now. Again,
Bart.
to find the wins on the schedule. Right?
I didn't have any problem finding them for South Carolina.
Well, I think South Carolina is a lot better than Arkansas is, and I think, frankly, their schedule leads to more wins than Arkansas has. Arkansas doesn't get to play Mississippi State this year. Arkansas doesn't get to play Kentucky this year. Arkansas doesn't get to play Arkansas this year.
There's no better shopping experience than you're going to find at Macadoodles or at Guess Who in Bentonville. With an unbeatable selection, amazing prices, and service that's unbeatable, they've got everything you need. Roger and the team are always there to help.
I love it. I've been doing this for 53 years, and one of the things I love most about it is our customers. Part of what makes me love the retail business is just the interaction with my customers.
Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
If fresh seafood is calling your name, Fish City Grill in Rogers has been answering for 20 years. Just check the chalkboard. Fresh fish comes in daily, and the specials are always worth a look. Crawfish season is rolling, the raw oysters are as good as you'll find anywhere in Arkansas, and happy hour runs Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. It's locally owned and worth every visit. It's Fish City Grill in Rogers, near the Pinnacle Hills Promenade.
This is Chuck Barrett, and I'm so glad I chose McDonald Eye Associates for my recent cataract surgery. They took great care of me. You have to have good vision to be the voice of the Razorbacks, and I'm glad I trusted my eyes to McDonald Eye. I learned patients of all ages have a lot of options when it comes to modern surgery to reduce or even eliminate your eyeglasses. They've been taking care of patients for over 50 years, and that says a lot. So for your best vision, trust McDonald Eye. Online and same-day appointments at McDonaldEye.com.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I don't want Lane Kiffin at LSU. I want weird stuff going on.
The Chuck and Mo Show.
At First Security Bank, banking isn't one size fits all. It's personal because everyone's financial journey looks a little different. From managing day-to-day spending, to running a small business, to helping your kids learn more smart money habits, or taking that big step toward buying a home. At First Security, you get the services you expect, the technology you need, and the real support of local people who live here, know the community, and take the time to understand what you're trying to accomplish. Life moves fast, and having a bank that moves with you makes a difference. Whether you prefer stopping by a branch, banking on the app, or picking up the phone to talk with someone who actually knows your name, First Security is there. They offer smart tools like mobile banking, bill pay, and mobile check deposit, along with thoughtful solutions like flex banking for kids, checking built for small businesses, and local mortgage lenders who guide you through the home buying process. Choose the power of personal. Bank better at First Security. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by Teamwork. For over 25 years, Pro Land Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, their team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you, your realtor, and your loan officer every step of the way. They're independently owned, so the only priority is you. Their relationships with national underwriters allow them to say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com and get a quote today.
Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
I do think that there is value in this because, look, I don't know how else to say it. As you build, if you're struggling, as you struggle, all of those things. Sometimes it's better to do it with kids from your own backyard than it is with kids that nobody knows anything about, because you root for kids from your own backyard. And that's one of the things, it's one of the reasons that I think it's important for all programs to sign in-state kids. And I know the portal is going to determine a lot of programs' fates. Maybe Arkansas is one of them. I don't know. But you got to have that core. I also think it grows the game. And it makes it fashionable. Now, you can say, well, it's football. I mean, what are you talking about? Football is already, you don't need to grow football anymore. I think you need to grow the idea that high school football players in Arkansas can go play for the Razorbacks. That's what a generation grew up believing. And I'm not saying it hasn't always been true. The truth is, it has always been that way. But I think the public perception perhaps has changed in that regard. And I think what he's doing there is good. Now, look, if you go out there and you're full of in-state kids and you're, nothing changes, maybe that's not the way to go. But I honestly think, Bart, what he's doing right now, I think long term, I think this benefits a lot of people. I just put it that way. Yeah.
Hey, it's Bo. Thanks for tuning in. Hang out with Chuck and I every weekday morning from 6 to 9 a.m. live on YouTube or Twitter. Or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
I want to see the Hogs. I want to see the Hogs kick everybody's ass. I want those days back. We're the outsiders. We've always been the outsiders. We don't belong there. And then we're winning 8-9 games. We're on the SEC championship game. I want to get back to that, guys. Let's go kick some ass.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
You're just talking. No. You're just talking.
I'm ready to roll right now, Bo.
Cheats, steals.
It's a real talk show.
Live from the Warfield Distillery Studios, Idaho's most awarded Distillery.
Let it out.
Let it out.
Let it rip.
Let it go.
If you're a Hog fan, be a Hog fan.
Hey, Bo, you're wrong.
Come in at your own risk. Nobody's safe in here.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
Man, Bart really just kind of dropped the hammer
He
there.
really
on the
did.
SEC season with Arkansas
I'd like to
winning.
ta- I'd like
he's
to
got
talk about that.
3
North
games,
Alabama,
3 wins for the
Tulsa,
Razorbacks.
I'd
That's
like
what
to-
you came up with.
Missouri.
I'd like to talk about it.
What
a
does
little
that say
more.
about Missouri?
He has them going 5 and 7.
Yeah, I don't think Missouri's going to be particularly good this year.
You have
I think they
Arkansas-
play. I think Missouri has a much tougher schedule than they've had since Eli's been there, and I think they're going to see the consequences of that.
That you had Arkansas beating them, which means that would keep Missouri out of a bowl game.
Yes.
That would be their 6th win. And it was interesting yesterday, Marcelo was talking about Eli being 0-16 against top 25 teams.
I didn't realize that, to be
And
honest.
0-5, I think he was 0-5 last year or in the last couple years against top 25 teams. And
he's going to play at least 5 of them this year.
So he's going to have to win a couple of those games going along, or
My
that'll catch up with
my
him.
question was, like, if you polled, or at least what I was thinking, you poll Missouri fans, they're pretty happy with their football program. I think
so.
But then you throw out that stat, 0-16. Would you trade records with Missouri over Drink's time there? Would you trade Arkansas's records with Missouri over his time? The answer is obviously yes. What would the conversation be here if that was reversed? If he were here, that was the record, like the same records that Missouri's had the last 4 or 5 years, whatever it's been, that he's been there, and then we threw out, but they're 0-16 against top 25 teams. What would we be saying? We'd be saying, you see what I'm saying?
I know.
We'd be saying,
I see exactly
man,
what you're saying.
This
The-
guy's
the
good
issue-
enough. He's good enough to get us to like 7, 8 wins,
The
maybe
issue
9,
is
but he
that
can't get us in the
Arkansas-
playoff.
The issue is that Arkansas plays a lot more top 25 teams, so the record would be a lot worse.
Well,
What? You think it would be? That's an interesting point too.
Yeah, like Arkansas plays a tougher schedule.
So you're
year
saying-
after year than Missouri has.
You're saying his
that
record
has
something to do with it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, of course schedule
So-
has something to do with it.
so-
I talk all the time about the Big Ten and how these teams get off so easy in the Big Ten because they're playing lousy schedules.
Are you saying when we have this conversation about this being the toughest league, that it's not the same across the board? Are you saying that? Are you saying that some people in this league have tougher schedules than other people?
Yeah, how about that?
Like Alabama might get off
Yeah.
easy sometimes.
Well, look. Like if you take South Carolina, right? Okay, I have South Carolina going 8-4 this year. Again, this is July. This will change before the start of the season. I am going 8-4 this year. If you give Arkansas South Carolina's schedule, I probably have Arkansas going 5-7, maybe even 6-6, right? Because South Carolina, they get Mississippi State, they get Kentucky, they get Arkansas. They get they have the rivalry game against a Clemson team that I think is going to be very bad.
Well, they play Kent and Towson too, so
Yeah.
that's 2 automatics right there.
Right, but like that's the point. Here, everybody wants to talk about like NIL and all that stuff, and that's what's preoccupying Congress and all that nonsense and all that stuff. And I'm not saying there's merit to that. There is, and something certainly needs to be done. But in my opinion, the bigger issue within the SEC right now is lack of competitive balance when it comes to scheduling. This is what the NFL does so well. So well. It gives a little bit of an easier schedule to the teams that have been struggling. It gives a tougher schedule to the teams that have been having success and says, go do it again, right? Like this year, last year, the New England Patriots had a really easy schedule because they had been bad for a few years, right? Everybody talked about it all year. When it came to the playoffs, now they still made it to the Super Bowl. They have a lot tougher schedule this year, right? The Chiefs always have a really tough schedule. The Bengals, my team, this year have a really easy schedule comparatively because they've had a couple of down years because of injuries to Joe Burrow and T. Higgins and stuff like that, right? The SEC is missing that, and it harms the league, and it harms the quality of the teams in the league, and they have to fix that.
I don't know that you can fix that. I don't know that any conference ever has. I don't think you're wrong, but I don't think it's fixable because you're. I mean, look at the Big Ten. Look at the SEC. Look at even the old conferences. You always had that balance or imbalance of power because if you've got a great team at the top, what'd you list? 3 11-1 teams and 2 10-2 teams.
Yeah.
That's 5 of the 16 teams are going to win 10 games.
And they'll be in the
That
college
means
football
11
playoff.
of them are going to lose a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of losses that have got to be distributed among those 11 teams.
Well, and that's the way they want it because that's who's going to get in the playoff.
Right.
That's exactly.
If this plays out, you're going to get 5 teams in the playoff.
And that's why I say I don't think there is a fix to the competitive imbalance. Competitive balance gets people fired. I mean,
well, there's a fix, but they're not going to do it, is what you're saying.
Well, no.
You could fix it. You could do what Bart's suggesting, but to do that, you would have a whole bunch of teams with similar records. You'd have maybe a couple that have a little bit more. It'd be harder to get teams from your conference
that only
in the
works.
playoff.
Yeah, that only works if everybody else is doing it.
That's right.
I mean, if the Big Ten's not doing it that way, you're going to end up with 5 Big Ten teams in the playoff.
As it relates to the playoff.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. No, that's absolutely true. And in a point well made, Chuck. It needs to happen everywhere.
Did you hear that?
Yes,
a point well
I
made,
know.
Chuck.
Yeah,
Well, I'm glad you came in.
That's
this
really
morning,
all I
Bart.
heard.
I'm glad you made it in. That's really good how you rolled that out, that competitive imbalance. But let's talk about it seriously.
No, you're right.
Really,
You're
true.
right. But I don't know what the solution is short of let's be really
Let
balanced.
Arkansas play some of the crappy teams every once in a while.
Ding, ding, ding. There it is. There's the solution you were looking for, Chuck.
That's it.
That's an easy solution. Can we get a better schedule? Can we get some teams on the schedule just to get us going a little bit? Would you mind?
Arkansas does not play Mississippi State or Kentucky this year. The 2 other teams that are going to be picked at the bottom of the league with the Razorbacks.
No, you're right.
Arkansas doesn't play either of them, right? Arkansas does play Vanderbilt, but Vandy finally rotates onto the schedule when they're actually pretty good, right? And they've kind of turned things around. Ole Miss has been good. Ole Miss isn't on the schedule this year, but they've been pretty good, right? They've been great, really, under Lane Kiffin the past couple of years. So you just look at Arkansas's schedule and you're like, how is this fair? Like, how is it fair that the Razorbacks are the team that has to play Georgia, Texas A&M, Texas, LSU, Tennessee, South Carolina, like Missouri? It's just ridiculous.
Well, this year, actually, they might play less ranked teams. This schedule might not be as difficult as some of the previous ones.
Right.
Because
and it's still really
if
difficult.
Missouri is what you say, and South Carolina is really an 8-win team, and Auburn's really a 6-win team, then it's maybe not as difficult as it's been in the past. But routinely, Arkansas plays 6-7 ranked opponents every year. So it is.
Arkansas doesn't ever catch a break when it comes to scheduling. And there's no denying that. There's just absolutely no denying that. Arkansas does not ever catch a break with the league office when it comes to scheduling. That's a fact. Just look at every schedule every
year. Does that year.
mean
we shouldn't argue with you?
No.
When you say something like that's a fact.
That means
is that
it's
also
indisputable.
a way
Well, it is
of saying
it is indisputable.
There's no reason to come at me with this.
No, it is
What did
indisputable because
what did Conor O'Gara say? Like you kids say today, miss me with that.
Yeah. I mean, seriously.
I want to hear you say that in a broadcast show.
Yeah.
Call it again. Miss me with that.
Miss me with that call. Miss me
Come
with
on,
that.
Doug, miss me with that. Would you?
Yeah.
Would you mind?
I wouldn't even know what I was saying.
This is a real thing. This schedule is a real thing. I mean, seriously, if you have a competitive baseball team and you're struggling and you're 10 years old, you're 10U, you quit playing in really good tournaments. You go find one that doesn't have all the best teams. You get a little confidence going. You can't do that in this league. There's nowhere to hide, and there's nowhere to go. And every year, like honestly, it's a great question. Why isn't Mississippi State and Kentucky on the schedule?
Well,
Guys, I can solve this in like a day.
Could you really?
I could come up with a better schedule.
It would take you that long?
Well, probably not even a
Half
full
a
day.
day, half a day.
It'd be done by close of business for sure, but if not by lunchtime. But I mean, I could create a better schedule. In fact, I think I did it.
How many things is on Bart's list that he can solve in a day?
I think I did it at some
Get
point.
the composite schedule
I
out
think he
before 11. Quick lunch. Beat me on the tee box about 12:15.
He's
have it
got.
over here, but-
What are the issues that you've solved here on the show in like moments?
Well, I fixed college football.
Fixed college football
entirely.
Now you've got the SEC. You're onto that.
Yeah.
I feel like there's been FIFA. Have you fixed
no,
FIFA?
The Player of the Week, SEC Basketball Player of the Week awards.
Yeah.
Got that taken care of.
Got the construction moved out here on the street.
Construction, yeah.
You emailed the SEC
Yeah,
about
I
the
did.
Darius Acuff Player of the Week
And,
situation.
and guess what? The very next week, Darius Acuff
Darn
Jr.
right.
was the Player of the Week.
Well, you got to raise a little hell every once in a while.
What do you think about Bart's take on the schedule? Are we just getting the shaft here? Is that what's happening? Or are we just getting hosed by the league?
I think they win more than 3 games.
That's another topic. 2 topics right there. What are your thoughts? 877-377-6963. Does Arkansas win more than 3 games, and are we getting hosed by the league with scheduling? like really, like every year? Is this wrong?
I do want to say, like, the win total for Arkansas in Vegas is 4.5, right? And you have to pay to take the under, meaning the odds are. I think it's like minus 170 on the under, right? So the wise guys in Vegas, the odds makers, they are saying that there's
They're
a
favored to be under.
They're strongly favored to be under 4.5. In fact, I'm surprised that number hasn't come down to get a little bit more action on both sides. We'll see if it does over the next couple of.
You're waiting on it to come down for you.
If it goes down to 3.5, I might take. The better bet would be to take the over, right? Like that's the better bet to make. At 4.5, though, no, I would take the under.
So right now, as it sits at 4.5, you couldn't, in good conscience, take the over win total for Arkansas in good conscience.
No, I mean, I might put a shekel or 2 on it, you know.
But if they move that thing
just for
down to
fun.
3.5, you're in.
If the value's there in terms of like the odds, then yeah.
So, but
it'd
what
be
I'm
worth it.
driving at is you're okay. You're okay going to 4 wins, but no higher.
Yeah, I think it's hard when you look at the schedule.
Well, of course it's hard. It's hard every year. The schedule we've already covered this. We get hosed on the schedule.
Look, like that Utah game, man.
Why'd you have to bring that up?
Yeah, come on.
We were talking about the SEC. We scheduled that one ourselves.
Yeah, that's right. We did that to ourselves.
There you go, man. Well, hey, you can fix all this. Do something nice for yourself. Go to Blakeman's. Get you a coffee. Get you some of the best coffee in the world. Onyx Coffee Lab right there in Blakeman's. It's the experience that you're going to enjoy. You're going to feel great when you're there. You're going to feel great when you leave. If you're looking for something, they're going to help you nail it. You'll walk out of there with that purple bag. It's more than jewelry. It's about your story. And that purple bag gives you the confidence of knowing you got it right. They've been helping Arkansas families since 1987. Every day is a diamond day at Blakeman's. It's where Arkansas gets engaged.
There we go. Here we go. Let's take some personal shots. You want to? I mean, come on. Let's take some personal shots at him.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Experience football game days on the Hill this fall as head coach Ryan Silverfield leads the Hogs into 2026. Great home matchups line the 7-game slate in Fayetteville, including kickoff in Arkansas on September 5th, the SEC home opener versus the Georgia Bulldogs on September 19th, and a Thanksgiving weekend rivalry battle with the LSU Tigers. Season tickets start at just $300 and are available now at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
In a world full of shortcuts, One whiskey, Refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate. For complexity you can taste, a spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available at select spirit retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Are you a real estate agent looking for more than just a place to hang your license? Then it's time to discover the difference at Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company. At Weichert, you'll find industry-leading training, powerful marketing tools, hands-on support, and a team that's invested in your success. Whether you're a brand new agent or a seasoned professional, Weichert gives you the resources you need to grow your business and reach your goals. Ready to learn more? Text CAREER to 479-306-6139. Your next chapter starts here.
Hey, I'm sorry if this makes too much sense. I am more than happy to hear where I'm off on this.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered.
Having what they came down here for in stock on the shelf is very important. You're going to find everything that you could possibly want. I've had customers tell me over the years that they may be sitting around, somebody brings up some weird name whiskey, and somebody will chime in and say, well, if anybody's got it, it's going to be Macadoodles.
Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville. Who says bigger is always better? Burton Pools and Spas is the area's exclusive dealer for plunge pools by Thursday Pools. In-ground fiberglass pools designed for today's lifestyles with easy maintenance and more time for fun. Cool off after work, relax with family, or host friends for game day. And right now, installed plunge pool packages start under $40,000. Stop by one of Burton Pools and Spas' 5 convenient locations or visit burtonpools.com. Burton Pools and Spas, water for a better life. When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by Teamwork.
Summer in Arkansas means long days outside.
Whether you're headed to the lake, playing 18, or firing up the grill with friends, summer in Arkansas keeps you moving.
And with all those summer activities, you're going to need a beer that keeps up.
And that's where Yuengling Flight comes in. Just 95 calories, 2.6 grams of carbs, brewed for people who like to stay active and still enjoy a great tasting beer.
Make Yuengling Flight part of your summer plan.
Yuengling Flight, the next generation of light beer.
DG Yuengling and Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Enjoy responsibly. Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple. If you listen closely, you can actually hear society crumbling.
You can.
If you listen closely.
You can.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
All right, we're going to do something here, Chuck, but I want to set it up and let Bart know what he's getting into first. By the way, we're glad you showed up today, Bart. You're carrying the show, and if it wasn't for you, we would have had Lance carry the show. But you're here.
Lance is still mad.
He's still texting.
I mean, he's texting like a madman right now.
Well, he can't articulate what he's trying to say, and he can't understand what we're saying. And it's just that's called.
Also, this
that,
is
you know
not
what that's called, Chuck? Divorce.
This is not the
like
Lance
just he needs to
show.
go a different direction.
It's not the Lance show.
Well, he needs to go a different direction
be in the parking lot
because
when the show's over.
He can't articulate to us, and we can't apparently articulate to him. So we just need to agree.
How about this?
To just separate.
I do have an idea. An olive branch.
Well,
if you
hold
will.
on. Let me open this first. Hang on a second.
An olive branch.
Anybody got a koozie?
If you will. Lance, feel free to text your thought, right? What you were trying to say. Maybe you can share it better in text than you can over the phone. No, like truly.
Have you read these texts?
I have. I'm saying
he's
truly,
not expressing himself any better.
Well, yeah, but whatever your point was, Lance, that you were trying to make.
I was a pathological.
I know, you're a pathological liar.
I mean, look, I'm just trying to be kind.
Jiminy Christmas.
Let's get back to the
Telling
schedule.
you, he's going to be waiting on you after the show.
Let's just get back to the schedule.
What did I lie about?
Pathologically.
I'm not just a liar. I didn't just lie, which I don't know what I lied
Well, he
about.
lies
But I'm a
pathologically.
pathological liar.
Yeah.
So yes, Lance, if you would like to, instead of you guys are corrupt as hell, you guys are a-holes, instead of those texts, maybe like type out a letter and share your thoughts to the editor.
Wow.
I'm just trying to help.
Write a letter to the editor, would you?
A long one.
Get it published. All right, so Bart, before you get into this, I want you to know what you're getting into.
Okay.
You're about to talk on Missouri and Eli Drinkwitz and his time there.
Yes.
I want you to know, and Chuck can attest to this, the things that you say
Can and will be used against you.
can and will be used
Yeah.
at Missouri.
Yeah.
They will be posted.
Yeah.
They will
The
be.
entire town of Alma
Yeah.
is on alert right
Well,
now
I
for
don't-
what you're about to say.
Eli will hear all about all of
That's
this.
I
right.
don't
All
think
his
I'm
coaching
going to-
buddies in Arkansas, they're all going to tell him.
I don't think I'm going to, I don't think that there's anything in this that's in any way offensive to Eli.
Well,
Oh, I don't know.
I
That
don't-
doesn't
I don't
mean
know.
that can't be twisted into.
Well, that's
you,
true.
You know, I mean,
So-
everything's bulletin board material.
So,
Bart.
what got me thinking about this is, Bo, what you were talking about, how, if Arkansas had Missouri's record the past few years, then, wouldn't everybody feel a lot better about how things were? Or would you say, well, it hasn't gotten to the playoff, hasn't done this, all that, hasn't won these games against top 25 teams? To which I responded, well, Arkansas plays a lot more top 25 teams, so the record would probably be worse, which kind of got us to where we were talking last segment. Here's what Missouri's done under Eli. 5-5, 6-7, 6-7, 11-2, 10-3, 8-5. Two really good seasons there, right? 2023, 11-2, 2024, 10-3. I want to give you the schedules that Missouri played in 23 and 24. Here's 23. South Dakota, Middle Tennessee, number 15 K-State.
It was early in the year.
Memphis, at Vanderbilt, number 23 LSU, at number 24 Kentucky, South Carolina, at number 2 Georgia, number 13 Tennessee, Florida, at Arkansas. Okay? That is not a difficult schedule.
Did they not beat any of those ranked teams that year?
They beat number 13 Tennessee.
Okay.
And they beat number 24 Kentucky and number 15 Kansas State.
Okay.
Okay.
We're trying to match up the idea that he's 0-16.
Yeah,
It's his
yeah.
last 16 ranked.
Maybe.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
But
Wasn't our stat.
that's a really easy schedule is the bottom line. That's a really easy schedule to win a lot of games. And I would argue that if Arkansas had that schedule in 2023, the Razorbacks would have had a pretty good year.
Drink is 7-16 against AP top 25 teams during his tenure with the Tigers.
Okay. 2024, Murray State, Buffalo, number 24 Boston College, which is a phrase that I can't believe I just uttered on live radio. A ranked Boston College. That's not possible.
They were pretty good there.
That's
for a couple
not
of years.
possible.
They had a good coach.
So
there for a
Murray
little bit.
State, Buffalo, number 24 Boston College, Vanderbilt, at number 25 Texas A&M, at UMass, Auburn, bad Auburn, at number 15 Alabama, Oklahoma, at number 21 South Carolina, at Mississippi State, Arkansas. Those are back-to-back years of really easy schedules for Missouri. Now, look, you got to go out and you got to win the games, right? You still have to do that, and hats off to them for doing that and having the success that they had. I'm just saying, if you replace that schedule with the schedule that Arkansas had to play those years, Missouri's not winning 10 or 11 games. It's not happening.
So you're saying if he was here, he wouldn't be 46-29 as he is in 6 years at Missouri?
No, because he would have played a lot tougher schedule.
His conference record, Eli's conference record, Chuck? Just guess at his conference record around, just like you think it's above, below 500?
Oh, it's
about
above. It's
26 and 24
Yeah, really.
2 games above
Yeah.
500 in the
I'd
SEC.
have thought it'd
5
been
and
a little more
5,
than
3 and 5, 3 and 5, 6 and 2, 5 and 3, 4 and 4 last year.
The one thing that I will say in his defense is all these games, all these scheduled games you were reading, the weak opponents. Missouri's always played a schedule like that. They didn't used to win those games, though. Used to, they played a schedule like that and they got beat.
That's the
all
key.
the time.
That's
so
true.
I give him credit for winning the game.
That's what I said.
Yeah, yeah.
Hats off.
Yeah.
You play the schedule that's in front of you. You got to
Yeah.
go out and win the game.
Well, the key is you can be 7 and 16 against top 25 teams, but are you beating the other teams?
Yeah.
That's how you get to bowl games.
Well, this idea that, and I know fans, think that you can come in and win right away anywhere. Eli sometimes takes things to an extreme, but I mean, you got to give him credit. Missouri was nothing.
I give him a ton of credit.
Yeah, Missouri was nothing. And Pinkel had some good years, but generally speaking, in football, they've not been much. And I think he's done an okay job.
I think he's done well.
better. I'll put it this way. I'll admit this. He's done better than I thought he would. There's not many guys go from App State to the SEC and have success. That's just the truth. And he's done that.
Are you? Is it interesting to you that he didn't get or take one of these jobs? Like when Florida was talking with Kiffin and LSU ended up getting him, are you surprised Drink didn't either get offered or go to Florida?
I'm surprised that he's still at Missouri after this past cycle.
Does it have anything to do with him, deciding that, or in other words, is he turning down jobs?
That I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't
think,
looked into it. I don't know either.
This will be his 7th year.
Curious.
This will be his 7th year at Missouri. He's kind of approaching the time where it's like you start.
Yeah, he's
the clock. You might need to reset the clock.
No, well, he's getting to the point right now where a lot of the things that have not been used against him will start being used against him.
That's a better way
we've seen that here.
You get close to a decade.
That happens everywhere. I mean, your act gets a little bit old. You say the same thing over and over, and Eli's going to enter a territory that's not unlike where Houston Nutt was. More popular maybe outside, than inside, because that's just kind of how it works. In college football. But, the thing that I wonder about, talking about the Florida job and all that, I still think one of the most interesting things in the SEC this year is Florida, Auburn, Arkansas, and Kentucky. A quarter of your league beginning a season with a head coach that has not coached at a Power 4 level before. Now, I can see that. Honestly, given what's happened over the last few years, I can see it working out that way at Arkansas. I can see it working out that way at Kentucky. I'm going to be honest with you. I am shocked that Florida hired a coach that was not in the Power 4. I am shocked that Auburn hired a guy that was not in the Power 4. I'm not saying these guys aren't future Hall of Famers. And I'm going to go back to what Connor O'Gara said a little bit earlier. How many Hall of Fame coaches or really good coaches are in the Big Ten right now? How many Hall of Fame coaches are in the SEC right now? Has the balance of power shifted? Maybe that's why the national championship balance of power has shifted. I am very surprised. It makes me wonder financially. It makes me wonder how much, schools get on the hook for buyouts. Florida's been on the hook for some buyouts. Auburn's been on the hook for some buyouts. Did that affect what they did? I don't know the answer to that. But I would have expected Florida and Auburn to get a little more splashy in their hires. Doesn't mean these guys won't be Hall of Famers, but they're sure not now.
Well, for what it's worth, the star power of head coaches is down in the league.
It is. There's no question.
For what it's worth. I don't know what it's
worth. Well, it may
be
worth a lot.
But it might be.
I personally think it is worth a lot.
Well, when they changed the league, when this team was getting 3 teams in the SEC or the NCAA tournament, and now we've gone to 8, 9, and 10 teams in the SEC tournament, that changed when they went out and got Hall of Fame coaches in this league.
You're right. That's exactly right. That is exactly right.
They changed the head coach star power in basketball changed. Now it's kind of gone the other way a little bit in football. What to Watch is brought to you by Macadoodles. We got to do that. Is there anything to watch on television, by the way?
Yes, coverage from SEC Media Days.
Yeah. Well, there is
All
something.
day on the SEC network.
What time Silverfield?
Well, live
on?
games. We got Major
Silverfield
League
on all day?
Baseball. But yeah, he will be a lot.
There is Major League Baseball that is reportedly happening today.
Anything else? Or is it streaming time?
It's time to find a show.
Dig in, find your show.
It's time to find a show for the next couple of weeks until we get to some preseason NFL games. I think Hall of Fame game is August 6th.
Okay.
So
there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
2 weeks from today. 2 weeks from today.
Thank you,
NFL
Edward.
football.
Thank you, Edward.
Yes, I'm excited.
Edward is our professional. He's on the professional stuff.
That's right.
There's not even a Major League Baseball game on television today. You have to have MLB TV to watch. So
wow,
I don't know what's on.
We
ESPN
should program.
today.
We should just come up with some live events for next summer to entertain people. Well, you're going to have to find a TV show. But whenever you're watching a game next, whenever you're getting together, maybe you've got a summer family reunion planned. You've got something still to do. Macadoodles is the place that will take care of you. They've been serving Northwest Arkansas and beyond for nearly 30 years. Roger started that store in Pineville, Missouri, just north of Bella Vista, because he wanted to exceed customer expectations. He got tired of going to stores and getting a lot of products and not having really the help you need, and he's changed the game. And so when you go to Macadoodles, you get great customer service, competitive pricing, and a selection that's unrivaled. If you're looking for it, Macadoodles probably has it. They've got wine tasting, open to close, 7 days a week, spirit tasting on the weekend, 15% off every bottle of wine on Wine Down Wednesdays. And every purchase earns loyalty points, and more than 25,000 customers are already enjoying those rewards. Macadoodles. Guess who in Bentonville? And Macadoodles just north of Bella Vista. 834. Good morning.
Just get it together, people. You obviously are completely incompetent. I'm so sick of the morons, man.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Are you or a loved one struggling with addiction? There is hope. John 316 Ministries is a free, faith-based 501c3 program that has helped more than 3,000 people transform their lives over the past 23 years. This long-term inpatient program includes lodging, counseling, medical care, and job training, all at no cost to you. In a period of 6 months to a year, you could graduate with a trade, a purpose, and a fresh start. A spiritual boot camp for men and a safe refuge for women. Log into john316thecure.com.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Park.
Kids, there's never a good deal good enough with a bad person. Still a bad deal.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more, and they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Experience football game days on the Hill this fall as head coach Ryan Silverfield leads the Hogs into 2026. Great home matchups line the 7-game slate in Fayetteville, including kickoff in Arkansas on September 5th, the SEC home opener versus the Georgia Bulldogs on September 19th, and a Thanksgiving weekend rivalry battle with the LSU Tigers. Season tickets start at just $300 and are available now at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by Teamwork. Favorite Razorback from the Chad Morris era. Let's do that. We're doing random Razorbacks today. And Dionisio Gomez has the lead. He's the leader in the clubhouse. He is the Razorback of the day.
Brutal.
And we're going to look for your favorite Razorback during the Chad Morris era. Was it Ty Story when he came back with Western Kentucky?
It might have been. It was the loudest cheer of those 2 years was when Ty Story came back.
I think the crowd was actually rooting for Ty Story in Western Kentucky.
Where's Duval Wally?
That's a good one. That's a good one. Who was a running back in the Chad Morris era? Do we remember any of this? Rakeem Boyd.
That's the only person I
Wow, from junior college.
Because
From
Devois
Nice
Whaley
Chance
was he was a Bielema guy, right?
No, he played 1 year with Morris.
Did he?
He played the same year.
Most people did.
Yeah.
Most people played 1 year with Morris. Name the quarterback room for the Chad Morris era. How about that?
Cole Kelly,
Nick
Ty
Starkle.
Story, Nick Starkle, Ben Hicks throws picks.
Ben Hicks. You don't have to take shots at people.
Golly,
You can say,
Bart, come
golly.
on. I mean,
Connor
he
Nolan,
did his best.
Connor Nolan, John Stephen Jones,
That's right.
Oh, I forgot about that.
That's like 8 quarterbacks.
and none of them won an SEC
Yeah, none
game.
of them panned out, did they?
Jack Lindsay.
Connor Nolan.
Jack Lindsay played. Yeah, that's right.
Connor
Played
Nolan's
well.
in,
Now,
in
did Jack
AAA.
play for Lunny? Did Lindsay start when Lunny had taken over?
That's a good question.
I don't recall exactly. I think Lunny might have been the interim then.
Better interim coach, Barry Lunny Jr., John L. Smith.
Well, people have done worse than 4-8. I think it should be probably noted there. I mean, John L. That was not a great year, but people have done
But he
worse.
sure was. He sure
People
was
have done
entertaining.
worse.
Never miss a moment of the Chuck and Bo Show on demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Watch us on YouTube, Twitter, every weekday, or stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show. I was just thinking this morning on the drive in, boy, it's going to be nice to see Chuck, and I don't usually think that.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I think the biggest thing, and this is not coach speak, is can we go out there and get better every single day, right? We want to be the best in the country of the controllables, right? When fans watch the games, when the media watches, like, man, that team is playing with great effort, right? They're out there playing with great passion. They're a disciplined football team, right, that's going out there and taking care of the football, playing as little penalties as we possibly can as part of being disciplined, and then going out there and ultimately, getting better every single week. I want to see a steady growth with us, and right, and hopefully it's started since January. When we look up, we're going to put our head down. We're not going to talk about records. We're going to put our heads down, grind week after week after week. Whenever they ask us to be done playing football, we'll look up and ultimately see what the record is.
Ryan Silverfield talking to the media last night before he gets underway. Really, he already is underway, doing interviews today. He joined us at 6:30. He's in Tampa with 3 players, and they're going through all the car wash of media members and the SEC Network circuit today, and that'll be airing on SEC Network all day. We're brought to you in part by Big Creek Golf and Country Club in Mountain Home that's got new home sites on the golf course for the first time in 20 years. Construction available for you right on the golf course. Premium properties in a wonderful community surrounded by beauty, the natural beauty of the Ozarks, at a price that might surprise you. Go big and go home. BigCreekGolf.com. BigCreekGolf.com.
I got a question, Bart. Talking about records. You had Arkansas at 3-9. What's your thought on one-score losses? Because people say, well, this team's not going to be any good. Now, does that mean they're going to lose a bunch of one-score games, or they're going to get routed every week?
Great question. I think that it'll probably be a mix of both. I don't mean to chuckle at the situation, but
you did.
But you did, nevertheless.
Look, I don't expect.
Nevertheless, you chuckled.
I don't expect Arkansas to go out and play a close game against Georgia or Texas A&M or Texas. Like I don't expect. Again, look, you don't know. You never know until the teams line up. But those teams are so much more talented than the Razorbacks. But you're only going to, at the same time, you're only going to play your best football, 4, maybe 5 times a year. You're going to play at your absolute best. So maybe Arkansas plays one of their best games that week, and the other team doesn't. Tennessee, Vanderbilt, Auburn, South Carolina.
What are the
LSU.
close losses there? What are the losses you've got?
I would say Tennessee, Vanderbilt, Auburn, LSU.
Close loss?
Close losses. And look, those are games, going back to yesterday, Tennessee and LSU specifically, I said that are games that I think Arkansas is going to have a chance to win.
David's in Searcy, the OG of the Breakfast Fund, the
David.
founder. David, good morning.
Good morning, guys. Sure is good to have you all back. It was a tough 2 weeks
It's
without
good to have you back.
Well, thank you. I don't have much. I have lots of things to talk about that'd be great for the Deer Stand where we could give our opinions, but maybe not so much over the air. I would like to remind everyone that tonight is the professional softball one-game play-in between Portland and Chicago. Bart, I'm pretty sure Sam Landry will be pitching for Portland tonight. She's always a joy to watch. A one-game play-in to see who gets to play Utah in the 2 out of 3 championship starting Saturday night. Of course, Utah has Montana Fouts, Bree Ellis, Kaylee Wyckoff. That starts Saturday, a 2 out of 3 championship. But tonight is the one-game playoff, 8 o'clock, ESPN. It is absolutely fantastic softball. I really implore you to watch that. It'll be great. That's all I have for today,
Well,
guys.
thank you,
but
David.
there's
That
much
was
more coming.
additive. That was additive. Bart did not have that. I didn't want to watch.
I couldn't.
Nor did he have the Little League World Series.
I couldn't pull up the schedule.
Yeah, the softball Little League World Series is on. I think the
softball,
the baseball. Yeah, they got softball Little League World Series now.
Do they?
Yes.
They got Little League World Series for the boys still?
Yeah.
Is that on right now?
Absolutely. This is the time of year.
Those are the luckiest kids, man, because they get to go play and they don't have to start school like everybody else does. School's going on. These kids are out playing. I mean, they're having the time of their lives.
Man, I grew up, wanting to play in the Little League World Series.
Well, every kid did.
It's awesome.
Here's what's on ESPN today. Okay,
please.
Let's just get through.
Would you mind?
Yeah.
You have Little League softball at 11, 12:45, 2:30, and 4:15. Okay. You have banana ball.
You love that,
in
don't you?
prime time.
You love the bananas.
And then you have the softball game that David mentioned, the Cascade.
So when's
and the Bandits
Little League
at
baseball on TV?
I'm not
there
sure.
yet. We're not there.
I don't think we're there yet. I think they have Little League softball and then Little League baseball.
Can I say something
Please.
about banana ball?
Would you really? Say it.
Before Chuck says what he was going to say.
No.
I went to the banana ball game that was at Baum-Walker Stadium. It was a lot of fun. It was a great time. It was really cool to see in person. I have tried to watch it on TV. I can't change the channel fast enough. Like it's an awesome thing to go to. It's a terrible TV watching sport because you're not. Part of the thrill of it, I guess, is the environment and being in the environment. And without being in the environment, you're like, what are these guys doing out there? Like, what is happening right now?
Yeah, some things aren't rated quite.
I haven't watched it. I haven't ever watched it.
Well, why don't you watch tonight?
I know
at
it's
6
really
o'clock
exciting, and I know people go, and I didn't go when they were here either.
Again, I had a tremendously
Want to meet
fun
at like
time.
walk-ons and we can watch the banana ball.
I
What are
had
you
a-
doing tonight?
I
I'm
had
going to
a-
watch some banana ball with Bo at walk-ons.
I had an incredible time at the game. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And credit to them for what they do. It's just like I've tried to watch it on TV, and I'm just like,
So
man,
you
this
wouldn't come to Chuck and I's watch party?
No,
on banana
no,
ball.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that.
Walk-ons tonight, 6:30.
I mean, I might still show up, just not for that.
60 televisions. We could have banana ball on every one
Every
of them.
angle.
We could see
Every
all
angle
the-
you could
all the-
possibly want.
No bad seat in the house. And then we get Flight by Yingling and just, have a time and talk about things like David was talking about, the deer stand that you can't talk about on the air.
Yeah.
I wonder what he was talking about.
Do you?
Do you? I got a pretty good idea.
Are you sure?
I kind of wonder what he was talking about. Hey, thanks for going and getting breakfast, Edward. It was fantastic.
It really was especially good today.
That is
it was
the best
pretty tasty.
donut I've ever
Especially good.
I've had half
they do
a
good
donut,
work.
and
They do good work down at Rick's Bakery.
Oh, my gosh.
My kolache was
and-
fantastic.
Not a sponsor, but
And the blueberry cake donut.
No free ads.
To die for.
Thank you to ProLand Title for providing
right.
breakfast every day on the Chuck and Bo Show. We couldn't do it without them. And, hey, you might not want to close without them because they get it done. 45 offices all over Arkansas. Arkansas natives, they live and work right here in our communities, independently owned. That gives them the ability to put you first because nobody else is telling them what to do. And they've got the ability to say yes that others may not be able to in certain cases, in transactions, because they've got a huge range of national underwriters in their portfolio that they work with. ProLand Title, ProLandTitle.com. What time is it? It's 8:47, and we got to hit a break. Oh, there's Clay Henry's texting me.
Oh, how was Clay today?
Clay said, I think you can still, here's a Clay joke. I think you could still slide into a Little League game and nobody would know it. I know. Me and Danny Almonte. Yeah. I could.
Clay with a zinger.
Except I wouldn't be good enough. But other size-wise, I'd fit right in. Thank you, Clay. Derek, you're on the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning.
How about them hogs, gentlemen?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by Teamwork.
Man, I love spending time at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark. Members enjoy it all. They've got state-of-the-art practice facilities, dining, events, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, as well as tennis and pickleball courts. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. Your home away from home.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com. Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com. Yeah, see, this is what the Chuck and Bo Show is. You just show up and have coffee with you.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
For over 20 years, ProLand Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, our team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you every step of the way. They're independently owned, so their only priority is you. ProLand Title can say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com to get a quote today. Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com.
Ben Blakeman joining us to talk about something they've been doing for 35 years, helping Arkansans with their stories and jewelry.
You know, we want you to feel comfortable. We want you to feel confident. We want you to be educated. And we have a larger selection. We have more opportunities, more availability. Some people come in knowing exactly what they want. Some people come in having never been into a jewelry store before. We want both experiences to exceed all expectations.
Blakeman's Fine Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks. I love a day or weekend at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark, and members enjoy it all. State-of-the-art practice facilities, food, beverages, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, tennis and pickleball courts, and they can even book you an exclusive fly fishing trip. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. It's Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. It's home away from home.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
That is absurd to me and anybody who has a brain. Like anybody with any active brain cells at all. like what are you?
I have brain cells, but they're not always active.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Bart made it back in, after being up all night. He did rally. I didn't think he was going to come in today.
I didn't either.
But I'm glad he did. Grand prize giveaway this Saturday at Oaklawn. It's that $25,000 they're giving away in honor of America's 250th anniversary. So the grand prize giveaway, Saturday, July 25th. Play your way at Oaklawn. You can get in there and still earn some points for it. Great time at Oaklawn this summer. If you get a chance to go, racing season is going to start earlier than it's ever started. It'll start in November, right around Black Friday.
Yes,
they're starting the racing season for that first season that they're doing this year, and then in January you'll start the second season that is more of the classic season. Come join the fun at Oaklawn Hot Springs, Arkansas's only casino resort. Book your summer getaway now at oaklawn.com. They've got events in the event center. Go to the website, check it out, book your room. We got a call. Is that what I'm saying over there? Nelson, good morning. What's going on?
Good morning, fellas. Well, I was listening to Lance's call, and this is what Lance was trying to say.
Oh.
Well, this is what Lance was trying to say. Lance was trying to say, people, quit taking these narratives about one little segment of a 54-minute hog pod and saying that somebody's an idiot and he don't understand the fan base. I'm going to tell you something. Hunter Yurachek understands that the football team is not winning enough. Hunter Yurachek understands that we're not playing on the same playing field. That's what he's saying. And whenever Arkansas fans, Brent, I love your calls, bud, but whenever Arkansas fans decide that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, firing athletic directors, firing coaches, trying to get the most beautiful girl at the ball, and figure out that we got to get a coach in here that can win some football games, and it'll make everything better. But we're winning at soccer. We're winning at baseball. We're winning at softball. We're $60 million ahead of fundraising than we ever had. Made more money than we've ever made. So Arkansas fans, educate yourself and don't just go on one little narrative, please.
Thank you, Nelson. I feel better.
Yeah,
it
all makes sense now.
Plunge Pool Thursday. Start the weekend early with a plunge pool for Burton Pools and Spas. Have a great plunge pool Thursday. Bart, eat less lettuce and be back stronger and better tomorrow. Have a great day.
This is Chuck Barrett, and I'm so glad I chose McDonald Eye Associates for my recent cataract surgery.